And this is my package opening knife. And I'm gonna open up this lovely package that Finji sent me. Hopefully without showing their P.O. box address. Huh. Okay. Ooh! Why, yes, I believe I don't have to show up anything. It came pre-wrapped. This is a Vertrumna welcome pack. Wah wah. Pre-packaged. Glad the mail turned help with sleep. You don't know if, you know, if you don't sleep well for a while, the first time you sleep, you can still feel exhausted, right? Yeah. I was so glad to get a good night's sleep last night. After we beat Batman, I slept great. I felt great today. I had like a ton of weird dreams, including like a Game Boy Advance style game starring Ash and Ingrid from Fire Emblem Three Houses and Hopes. It was weird. I might need some scissors for this. Gotta get extracting this content here. An actual box cutter used to open an actual box. Can you believe that? I'm not just fishing a knife out of the kitchen. Let's see here. What have the fine folks at Finji sent me? Let's see. I would tilt this down at my table so I could do this like unboxing style. But I also ate sushi here and it had the little crunchums on top. So I find that there's tiny little pieces of crunchums here that I don't want folks to see and think that I'm like a disgusting trash human. But let's see. Oh! Look at these little acrylic cuties. What the heck is this? In a little holographic package? I hope I can find this little critter in the game. Oh my god, it's a freaking mouse. Of course, the first thing I get is a mouse. This little mouse. Look at that. This must be a standee. I've heard of these. Well, actually, this one looks like a pin. Look at that. Oh, it's got a heart backing. That's adorable. Alright, I need to adjust this camera so you can, like, autofocus. Let's see. I would like this to autofocus so you all can see this. Turn focus on auto. Oh, the sushi was so good, by the way. Alright, I might need to turn this light off for a sec. Look at this little guy. Oh yeah. Well, we might get it. Oh my lord. It's like some sort of weird alien mushroom cat with tentacles. Oh my god, it's so cute. I've never seen an acrylic pin before. That is so adorable. I can't puncture my Wholesome Games shirt, but I gotta find a new jean jacket to put my pins on. What is this from? It's from I Was a Teenage Exocolonist by Northway Games and published by Finji, the folks who made Tunic earlier, or didn't make, but published Tunic earlier this year. Here's that little mouser. That's so cute. Oh, it'll focus. I know it will. Come on. Come on now. Focus. I have to sometimes do this. Okay, really close. Oh, there you go. Look at that little mouse. Look at the baby. Only mouse that I think is cute. Mice, unfortunately, are very cute. Oh, this is definitely a standee. This is definitely part of a little stand. Here's a protagonist from it, I think, or one of the characters. Focus, damn you. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, perfect. Very good. Nice. I know, the color palette is fantastic. I love that they picked a lot of pinks. As you know, I'm a big pink fan. You little half-dead Largo-sama. So this is a little standee, so I'm going to be able to slot the little mouse and the character into a display base. So here's the base. Like this. Got the slots in it. We've got some of the local, like, flora. I know you will focus. I know you will. Got some of the local flora there. I think that'll go at the back. If I can squeeze it in. I want to make sure I'm squeezing it into the right spot. I don't want to break this. Some more lovely flowers as well. Let me see if I can put person in. God, it'd be so upsetting to put this in the wrong way. Has anyone ever got a standee before? Ever used these things? Hello, Ben. You know nothing about this game? I know very limited stuff about this game too. So we're in the same boat. I know who it's published by. I know who created it. And I know it involves card battles. Yeah, it creates a little scene, Pasta Witch. If I can just sort of shimmy it in here. I just don't want to break it. I'll be so sad if I do. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, now that's in. That's in. Aha. Voila. I don't know if this is the exact order that it's supposed to be. However, behold, I have assembled it. That's so cute. A little three-dimensional scene. A little mousy up front. It's gonna try to focus on my face, I'm sure. Oh, it's so cute. That is living over here now. My little cuties. Why was it so hard to find on Steam? Did it just come out? Oh, yes! Oh, I wonder even if it's out now. I should check. Let me make sure that I can play this today. Pretty sure it's out. But let me just double check. Because I don't want to break any embargo dates. August 25th. Whew. God, okay. Yeah, I see nothing about embargo dates. Woohoo! Sweating. Okay, now you'd think that's it. I mean, that would be enough, right? The cute pin, the little standee. There's even more stuff here. This is a little card game. So there's card mechanics in the game, but this is the I Was a Teenage Exocolonist one-player card game. You draw 7 cards, choose 5 to place in a row, and decide the order of effects. If you earn 3 stars, you win. A physical card game? Okay, so it's on Steam and PlayStation and Switch. Good to know. Thank you, Alex. Dizzyweed, huh? Who's out there smoking that dizzyweed? Maybe us. Maybe we're getting into it as teenage exocolonists. Ask an adult for help. Braid little Tammy's hair. That's cute. Wow, that's super cute. A churring vickery. Okay. That must be the little creature from the pin. I think. Dizzyweed is legal in your state. Thank goodness. Oh, this is so cute. Take your first steps. Eat pink candy. The mystery of the weird smell. Great. Smart for my age. Negotiating. A mysterious stranger. Aww. Hide and seek with Nougat. Look at Nougat, so cute. Adorable. I don't think this it's gonna focus. I'm so sorry. Sometimes my thing just does not like me. Wow, these are gorgeous. Pest control, running, sabotaging the stew. This is wild. I can't believe there is a card game for this. This is so cute. It's a fart, isn't it? It was a gal holding a jar. Here's the mystery of the weird smell. I hope it will focus. It would be delightful if it did. Hold on, wait, I got an idea. There you go. There you go. So they've got like a jar. I think they're trying to investigate the stink. What's on my shirt? It's a collection of mascots from the Wholesome Games Direct that happened earlier this year. It's so colorful, isn't it? It's got all kinds of cool characters here. I believe, I might be mistaken, but I believe I Was a Teenage Exocolonist was a part of the Wholesome Games, but they covered like 180 things. So, don't recall with perfect precision. We just got booped. Sorry for booping you, chat. Wow. So cool. There's still more things. A magic growing tree. Not suitable for children under 10 years. For use under adult supervision. Contains some chemicals. Blah, 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 blah. Contains potassium phosphate. Do you want to grow a tree today? It's a rainy day. That's pretty neat. Wings Day, thank you. I'm doing bad eyeshadow September. So I hope y'all are ready for bad eyeshadow. Another beautiful postcard. This is gorgeous. This is going up on my wall, definitely. That's incredible. That is beautiful. That's going up on the wall for my other mini prints. As a thank you for playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, we have donated to the First Nations Development Institute. First Nations works to improve economic conditions for Native Americans through technical assistance and training, advocacy and policy, and direct financial grants. If you want to find out more or would like to donate personally, then scan this QR code. Voila. That is wonderful. That's so sweet. Is that a fleeing carrot? Oh, it does kind of look like there's a carrot upright. I think it's just some sort of weird plant chlorophyte, but I do like the idea that it is a running carrot. That is very cool. Isn't that a great cause? And there's one last thing. Oh, there's two last things. Look! Stickers! Stickers of the creatures. That's cool. That's amazing. So we've got the Vacubots, the Hopcats. So it's not a mouse, thank God. The Unisaur, it's a unicorn. A Bushbub, some sort of turtle thing with a bush on its back. Trippets, and Faceless, which looks terrifying. That's wild. Spooky. And then there's this. Oh. Welcome to Varumna. Hello, traveler. You're about to embark on an incredible... I should probably read that against this, huh? You're about to embark on an incredible journey where you will discover your place in the world. The world just happens to be the wondrous, mysterious, and sometimes deadly planet of Varumna. Over 10 years, you'll explore, work, play, survive, love, and learn with each season. How will you grow up to be? With whom will you fall in love? Will you live in harmony with nature or battle massive alien creatures? Will you pass the math test and defeat acne? Will you make it to your 19th birthday? There's too much to discover in one life. Luckily, you'll have many to unlock all the secrets of Varumna and save your colony and planet. I heard there's like 30 or more endings to this game. Thank you so much for playing our game. We've poured a lot of heart and soul into it. We truly hope that your adventures on Varumna you enjoy your adventures on Varumna and this little welcome pack. We'd love to hear how your stories unfolds. Very cool. You're all for battling massive alien creatures? Me too. This is so lovely. What a lovely set. Got my little standee here, and I won't put my crystal tree. I hope this is a controller game, because if I have to use my keyboard, I'm gonna have to move this tree. I wonder if I should maybe move the tree to like my nightstand so it's not directly in front of me. Yeah, more than 30 endings, right? You can really pick how you grow up. And I also, as I was Googling this game before the show, I read that they have a lot of built-in content warnings. So if there's content that you don't like, you will be warned before you experience it. And I do appreciate that. So if we come up on those, I will opt out of all content that I think is, you know, something the community doesn't want to see. Certainly all content that I didn't want to see, I'll opt out of that. This is so cute, the little heart backing on this little Where should I put these? I think I'll put them right here for now. I'm looking forward to playing that card game at some point. Yeah, I thought you Zero Escape had a lot of endings, right? Well, let's switch over, shall we? And check out the game. I'm very excited. You'll have to let me know how the audio is for the game too. Let me know if we need to adjust it down or up or whatever. Okay, good. You're not hearing any whining sounds, are you? I hope. You're surprised that Yakuza 0 didn't have content warnings? Yeah. I hope that the newer Yakuza games will. Yeah, I mean, Yakuza 0 just had like stuff in the intro cutscene that I was like, wowies. That's a lot to just start off with. Wow. Oh no, I think my monitor is also playing audio. Mute that. There we go. Let me check this out. So it says content warnings here. There are many ways to live your life in Vertumna, just like in real life. Some choices can lead you to dark places. Broadly, content warnings for the game include the following: major character death, children in peril of dying, animal cruelty or death, body horror, implied sexual content, drugs and alcohol, violence in text, mental health and trauma, domestic abuse, and traumatic global events. Let's start off with drugs and alcohol and see if I can opt out of it, right? Characters are seen drinking alcohol and consuming mild hallucinogens. Some may be underage if they are legally able to do so where you live. Your character may be offered substances, accepting them as optional. In the barista job route, your character sometimes serves alcohol. Gotcha. That's a lot. Okay, Shmi, no worries. I get you. See you around. I'm glad that we got warnings on it beforehand. So, I believe we'll be able to make choices about any of these things before any of it happens. So, I will not be like, hey, let's go with all the bad stuff. Major character death. Some characters can't be saved no matter how you play the game. Some can be saved by winning card battles, having a high enough skill at a certain point, making different choices, unlocking the abilities, blah blah blah. Well, for me, who dies? That's nice. Let me see about this. Characters will flirt with you, sometimes using explicit language. Throughout the course of the game, your character will have a number of opportunities to be intimate. All scenes fade to black. These are not available to you until your character is 16. All activities are described as consensual. There's one scene where being intimate with somebody can avoid a conflict, which could be construed as duress, though it is only one of the options. It's possible to convince a love interest to cheat on their partner with you. Wow. Your character can enter a relationship with a being who's technically thousands of years old, though he has only been in his physical form for the duration of this game. And a teen may become pregnant and have a child. Good to know. We won't be going with any of that. Yeah, I won't be like, send the bad stuff my way, please. Let's see. Anything else? The animal death. A friend's pet can be discovered. Well, we won't let any of that happen. Not on my watch. Oh, your own pet will die if everyone on the planet dies. Okay, fair enough. That's fair. If all life is wiped out, it's not gonna be like, but Lassie survived. They used a nuclear bomb that only hurts you and not the dog. Anything else? How about mental health and trauma? Living multiple lifetimes takes a toll on your character's mental health. Oh, really? Oh, so it's the same person experiencing a cycle over and over again? That's wild. That's very interesting. They may experience disturbing dreams and moments of depersonalization. So many spoilers. It's good to know, though. I just want to flip through some of these warnings in case, like, there's something in here that somebody might object to. Like Shmi had said, you know, like, this is a bit much for me, I'm out. And I fully understand that, you know. That's wild. Very cool. Game spoils itself. Well, the good thing is you don't have to look through these, but I just thought since we're starting up a new game and they let you know what kind of stuff is going on, it's good to find out ahead of time. And Akizeta, welcome back. Thank you for half a year now. Let me just get my crystal tree out of here. You are sensational, Akizeta, and you made it happen. Thank you so much. Half a year. That's incredible. Telling too many people about your prophetic dreams can trigger a scene where your character is offered medication and is forced to take a month of rest. Oh my gosh. Further sharing your dreams results in a scene where they're institutionalized and then cured. Ooh. Do not mention your dreams. Okay. Anything else? Any other content warnings y'all want to check out just in case it's like too much for y'all? I hope we can avoid the domestic abuse stuff. Two of the love interests will unavoidably form a relationship with each other. The man is verbally and emotionally abusive to the woman. It's possible to convince either of them to end the relationship by befriending one or both of them, though you will witness more of the abuse. You befriend them but don't convince them to break up. You may see their unhappiness deepen. Wow, this is deep. She flees a relationship. It's possible to avoid the storyline entirely by not speaking to these characters. I kind of would like to avoid this story, to be honest, if we can. Don't speak to an enemy or Vasi after age 16. Okay. Sheesh. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm ready to go. How about y'all? Would you like to be a teenage exocolonist? Hopefully we'll see more of these creatures. And less scary things. I hope. Start a new game up. Oh, I should do a marker though, right? Shouldn't I? Gotta move my crystal tree out of the way. Real quickly. I don't know, Akizeta, but time flies when you're having fun. Can we find and be friends with the hop cat right away? Let's try our best. That better be my pet. Oh, what's the body violence warning? Okay, we'll check that one out. Is it body horror or violence in text? Which one would you prefer? I mean, I could check out both of them for you if you'd like. Whichever one would, is your curiosity. We can sort of... The body horror. Okay, got you. The player character can run into situations while exploring where they may be violently attacked, swallowed, and partially digested, ripped apart, and other disturbing events. Descriptions of various creatures could also be disturbing. Yeah, one of the creatures on the sticker pack have, like, a big mouth and lots of teeth and eyes and stuff. Yeah, it is a cool way to do the warnings. Upfront information, then an in-depth explanation of, like, what it is and how not to do it. So, that's good stuff. I think I'm ready, but again, if anybody else wants us to explore one of these content warnings before we get into the game, happy to do that. And kind of like Pinocchio, yeah, where you get eaten. I guess Pinocchio involves body horror, for sure. But let's check it out, shall we? See how we go. It's time to wake up. This game deals with mature subjects and may not be suitable for all players. See our content warnings in the system menu for a detailed list of themes and events. Let me know if the audio is too low or whatever. Whoa! Everything's on fire! Jesus! Your head is pounding. You must have hit it when you blacked out, but you're not sure how you got here or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. That your mouse is on screen. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet and then collapses. Oh, come help me, please, God. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is a ringing in your ears. I think I should climb out. I think we've got a lot of time. You try to stand up, but one of your legs folds uselessly underneath you. It will not hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Whoa! Glowing eyes. You shake your head and clear your vision. Is that some sort of dog? Like from Earth? It stands up and it nukes you. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, God! The creature howls and lunges and its jaws open. Well... Somebody tantrumed on the 81mm mortar shells again. Ugh. Happens when you got a lot of teens in these colonies. The POV makes you ill? I'm focusing on the text right now, so thankfully, I'm not ill yet. Well, we died. You're born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the solar system. Yeah, this is beautiful so far, right? Your parents run the hydroponic gardens which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like other colonies, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to an uncharted planet, Vertumna 4, in the hope that they could escape Earth's troubles. They had to the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They name you... Okay. Solana Say, Solana, Solane, something else. Solana Say has a lot of A's in it. I'm gonna go with Solana. Okay. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination. Sometimes too active, your mom says. Hi, Michi. Good to see you. Oh, we should have gone something else. Can I be? Oh. I cannot hit the B button, sadly. Use these sliders on the left to choose your pronouns and late teens appearance. This can be changed at any time. Oh. How do I don't know how to do... Well, I guess I should try to use a mouse or something. Masculine in appearance, androgynous in appearance in late teens. I'm good with being gal. And being on the she-her side of things. Why not? 5 years later, they invented faster ships. So now I'm going to get there in 70 years. And then everyone's going to be there already, having a good time. We'll be so upset. Oh, wait. Rename character? Okay, never mind. So we could choose something else. I could enter my own name. Do you think I should? The thing is, I'd have to get my keyboard out. And I don't want to mess up the crystal tree that they gave me. That's still growing. We're growing a phosphorus crystal tree right now. But it's right in front of me. Hello, Stereo for Brains. Good to see you. I wonder how many choices there were. I think it's like they give you 3 names. And then if you don't like any of those, you can just sort of type your own in. Solana's fine then. I hope so. This is good for me. I like being she-her. That's pretty cool. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Vertumna will be like. Okay. So, I have some empathy. Look at all my stats. I got empathy, persuasion, creativity, bravery, reasoning, organizing, engineering, biology, toughness, perception, combat, and animals. Love that. I'm happy. And there's like peace or punch. Thumbs up points. Wow, we got a heck of a UI. Why not She-Hulk? I mean, we just need to put some more points into toughness and we'll become the She-Hulk. Hello, Smee. It's me. Every child on the Stratospheric is given 1 genetic enhancement. By age 6, you will see the first signs of mine. Wow! Alrighty, what kind of genetic enhancement do you want, chat? Eagle eyes, extra fingers, absorbent brain, super strength, calm temperament, or nothing at all. Hope we get so many thumbs up points. I hope so too. That would be great. Extra fingers, you think? I hope they adjust the extra fingers so I can flip off more people. Extra fingers, wow. Everyone's into the extra fingers. Whoa, look, there it is. It's a +1 skill on any talk challenge one? A social challenge, but only if I win. I get more skill. Okay. You've heard that long ago, having a 6th finger would have been something you hide or even remove. But antecedent says that some of the best musicians back on Earth have the gene for extra fingers, just like you. Ooh, I'm a good musician, then possibly. I got all the phalanges. Okay, well, look at these cool kids. You're also good at making crafts, which you do with your friend, who is either energetic and loyal anemone. Oh no, which ones were the names of folks that I should avoid? Isn't anemone one of the ones to avoid so we don't run into the abuse situation? I don't think I saw the name Mars there. Tough and gentle, bold and confident, quiet and adventurous, studious and mature. Avoid an enemy. Let's avoid an enemy. I'm gonna go with bold and confident Mars. Oh yeah, that's the right choice right there. Look at those gorgeous eyes. Mars is a natural leader. Whenever you're playing together, Mars is the one who comes up with all the ideas. She can be a little bossy, but that's part of her charm. She always organizes fun stuff for the kids after class. You're both founding members of the Secret Fun Times Club. Yeah, that's right, Mars. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches a wormhole. Professor Howell says it's like a doorway to another star system, with the planet Vertumna 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. That's me. I got... Well, I have -1 kudos. Okay, Mars is very strong. She's a 5. But if I play And win or lose, I get less kudos, which I think is my little thumbs up. Dang it. An enemy and something started with a V. Okay, gotcha. I think I'll no, I can't play this with the... Can't play this with my keyboard. What's all this? Oh, I'm stressed! Wait! Why did I get stressed out? Is it the emergency drills or was it Mars? When the day finally comes, it starts to rumble. Then things start to slide off tables. You hurry to gather to the nearest escape pods, just in case. Look at my cool bedroom. Stressed, we haven't even started, right? I'm even more stressed. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Solana, your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down the planet before you know, just like we practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Red emergency lights switch on as the siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out the porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you... I guess I don't put on a tough face. I get in touch with my emotions or I think of a game to play. I just had to decide if she was a friend or an enemy. It's very clever, Ben. Slade looks badass. That's my badass mom right there. And my cool dad. He's got a cool suspenders made of nets. Let's think of a game to play. You start a game of Rambutan with some of your classmates. You pick the topic, types of fruit. Cal thinks about it. I can name 10 types of fruit, he says. I think this was the person who came to save us. Right? This hairstyle reminds me of the person who was like rushing to save us when we died in the intro sequence. Cool, I got distraction. I can draw an extra card. Cool, I'm getting all these great cards. I can maybe name 11. Dis mumbles. An enemy confidently counters with 12. Back to Callie. Thinks again. I can name 20. The others shrug, and an enemy tells him to go ahead. Apple, orange, banana, and tomatoes are a fruit. Cucumbers and corn. Corn? I don't know if it is a fruit, but okay. Game immediately erupts into an argument of semantics, as many games of Rambutan do. You wait. We're stressed out. I'm getting hella stressed. The shaking builds. Then everything starts to get really weird. The hallway stretches and stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arms are impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and then contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You like Rambutans? What is a Rambutan? I'd love to know. You like her ear weights? Yeah, she had some really cool jewelry. You're at the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything's gonna be okay. So, oh, it's like a bigger and hairier lychee. A rambutan is like a fat gorilla. I think you're thinking of an orangutan. And they're kind of just long gorillas. Getting spaghettified now. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch. You feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. Dang, that's the second time we've done that. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. And more than just one tomorrow. Lots of them. Different tomorrows. Oh, my poor little Solana is not looking very good. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not going to let you miss this. Distantly, you can feel the ship shaking has stopped, and you hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. I am less stressed. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the med bay. Oh, I'm hovering in such a weird spot right now. I'll just be down here. The med bed under you plays a soft tone and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completed healing. They may now be safely discharged. This reminds me of visiting my aunt in the hospital earlier this year when she was recovering. And anytime she wanted to get up, she had to first call a nurse over, right? Otherwise, if she so much as just swung her feet over the side of her bed, it would start playing an alarm and be like, do not get out of bed. Please ask for assistance. Every single time. You poor aunt. Even if she just wanted to put her slippers on or something. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright? You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Grounds? I like the little exclamation question marks. I'm gonna go, grounds? Instead of familiar blackness of space, bright light from the twin blue and yellow suns. Ooh, a double solar system. Cool. It's streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes. We made it to an actual colony? We don't have to just, like, start it? That's great. I was thinking we'd have to, like, start the whole dang thing ourselves. Noisy. I think this game could be a tiny bit louder. Two suns, it must be Tatooine. The only ever twin star system. There's construction materials everywhere and people around walking outside on the ground. You better get out there and join them. Rush outside to start your new life, or cautiously step outside. I want to hang out with Mars again. I feel rambunctious. Okay, the music's a tiny bit loud. Okay, I'll turn it back down then. Oh, I wonder if we could do that in settings. Let's see. Audio. Oh, Tammy, wait. Tammy, wait. Tammy, hold on. I'm gonna turn the master level down a little bit. Tammy jumps up as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake! Are you all better? You better go see your dad. I am shocked that her parents survived the situation. I thought for sure that we would have lost our folks. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. To walk on the ground, click on click on the ground to walk. Click on characters to talk to them. Okay. Hey, look at us. Is it snowing? Look, we're just a little bean. I'm just a little baby. Hello, Tammy. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics near those domes. They're called greenhouses. I'd go with you, but, well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed. It's scary outside. I gotta go find Mars. How do I get to these, domes, yeah? Greenhouses? Is there, like, a map? I have my memories. I got friends. This is engineering. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs and med bay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of this wing is off limits to children. Is that better? It's all gone wrong? Hopefully the music's not so loud now. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from a nearby holo screen. Don't forget to study hard, Solana! Thanks, Robot Mom. What's this? The Garrison, a small team led by Security Chief Rhett, was enough to keep the peace on the Stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here on Vertumna, the Garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big cover dojo. And best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court. They have a hoop, a net, and archery? Not sure how to play sports ball, but I suppose... Hey, here it is! You know, sports ball. That's great. It's better? Okay, good to hear. Hey, it's my daddy! Solana! Your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it would be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Aw, you love your dad. Dropkick congruence? Wow. Sticking it to the computer, huh? Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the Stratospheric from the outside, except for in pictures. The ship has been separated in two, and the parts have been taken off to form other buildings and build walls around the colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouse passes outside it, dotting their way up the hill. It only took 2 weeks to do that? What's outside the walls? Oh, don't worry about that, my dear aubergine. Why is my dad calling me an eggplant? Nothing that could hurt you. We just don't want you getting lost in the big, big world out there. Oh, and before I forget, he pulls a package out from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? You honestly don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in medbay. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know what's in there. You remember it. Oh, no, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of the sun that your dad made by hand. I don't think I should tell him I know what's in it. That's true, we do have a birthday every year. Just like last year. But we know what the medal's gonna be. How did you know this? It's exactly as you imagined, as you dreamed. A feeling of panic rises in your throat. Your hand shakes. But how? Okay. Oh, it tells you who the artist is? Oh, that's so cool! This is made by Ed Vargas Art. Eduardo Vargas. That's cool as heck. Your dad notices. Are you okay, Solana? He snaps his fingers. Dr. Instance shouldn't have let you out so early. Sometimes those sleeping meds take a while to work off. They may make your head feel funny for a few hours. You nod. Maybe that's all it is. Someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Solana, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed and... don't worry. We're gonna fix it, your mother and I. Professor Howell's expecting you in class. If you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing in the rear end of the bisected ship. Then he points to the large doors you came out of earlier. Or you can go relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says, and then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Solana. I love you. So now I can study humanities in engineering. I should give a thumbs up. I love you too, Dad, obviously. To enter buildings, click on the door, the flag beside it, or get close and press enter or any other action button. Then choose an activity for the month and gain skills to advance time. There's 13 months a year and 10 years to the end of the game. You only have time to focus on a few things. Okay. Well, let's get back to... Oh, wait. Who are you? I don't know who this is. I'm scared. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm only talking to Mars and that pink kid. The living quarters. Well, I'll chill out if I relax in the lounge, but... I think I'd rather go study. Oh, no, not you, redhead. I don't know if you're an enemy or not. Hello, Emma. Good to see you. This is called I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. That was one of the kids on the screen where you picked him. Yes. I don't know if they're one of the people in that relationship we're trying to avoid, though. Engineering. Study life sciences or study humanities. I think we gotta get strong. But maybe we should study life sciences? What do y'all think? Should we study science or humanities? We're pretty good already at, like, talking to people. Very weak. 0 out of 100 for any of these. I think the game said you shouldn't talk to those characters. Oh, until after you reach 16? Okay. Life science? Okay, we'll go with life sciences. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologists and up-and-coming chemists. Professor Howell welcomes you back to your old classroom. This afternoon we'll learn what I like to call the wet sciences. He gestures to his hollow projected lesson plan. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a little bit of everything with opportunities to further study your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. For today's lesson, we'll start with a fun group project. You're studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Vertumna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at the speed of over a meter a day and at a diameter of up to 30 centimeters. Stands up on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Your team will experiment to find those ideal conditions. You're teamed up with Tang and Cal, who are given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up Surveyor's notes on the HoloNet. Mush trees, she reads, are most abundant south of the colony in the stormy moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. Cal wasn't one of the bad names, right? Well, what if we use water instead of soil, like they do with hydroponics? If they like wet weather, that might work. So, Lana, do you have any suggestions? We can lower the water's pH. Put it under a bright glow light. Sing to it daily. Run electric current through it. Or all of the above. I want to do all of the above. Hey, Hapabar, you don't think any of the characters need to be avoided? It did say in the content warning section that if you want to avoid a domestic abuse minor plot line to, like, not talk to certain characters or something. So I'm just trying to go according to that. Hello, Zagzon. Good to see you. Are these the voyages of the starship Tina Price? Yes, we're boldly going where very few teens have gone before. Vertumna. I guess oh, light makes sense. You want to grow it under a bright glow light? Sure, we'll do the light. You put it, you lower the light so it's right over your bucket of water, and you plop the spore in. Every day you rush to the classroom to check its progress. At first there's nothing, but by midweek your little mush tree sprouts up and starts its journey. You raise the light gradually as it grows towards it. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack. Since mush trees tend to grow in rainy, overcast places rather than hot, dry ones, you wonder if you might have given it too much light? Okay. Oh, God. Oh, it's only to avoid them after 16. Ah, gotcha. Okay, so I can talk to them now. It's just like after the age of 16 to avoid them. Okay, then we should go around and talk to everybody. Stupid mush tree. When you go to class or work, you'll play quick card challenges as the month passes. Move the cards to fill up the 5 panes and make the best hand that you can. The order does matter. If your total in the circle on the right reaches the goal value, you win. Depending on your cards, some challenges can't be won, but you'll still get a reward for doing your best. Okay. You get flushes if you have the same color together. Pairs, which would be the same number together. Straights, increasing from left to right. Okay, so the order does matter. The more cards in a flush pair straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Cards can also affect each other and can be rearranged to find the best total score. Well, I know if I play this, we're gonna get less kudos, but I think we have to. So, giggling. We need a 1. So can we just do like... Oh, now I need a 3? Oh. Okay. Oh, my goal is a 12. Oh. I'm gonna have to use Mars's ambition and lose some kudos for this, I think. We hit the 13, but I'm gonna lose 1 kudo. Heck. You worked well this month. +1 to biology. -1 kudo. Is that what this is? Oh, it's my little thumbs up. Fair enough. Your skills increase when you work or go to school, with extra skills if you win the challenge, and a kudos based on if you can make the highest scoring hand with your cards. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. We're at 65. To relieve stress, take a month off to relax in the quarters wing. Okay. We worked well this month, +1 to biology. Okie dokie. Your parents are working, have been working from the first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. There seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up in the stratospheric when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry. Our dad definitely makes food, right? It's very clear our dad is like the growing guy. Wonder what our mom does. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that, Mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Your dad smiles. And Professor Hal will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot service once it's open. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things a little differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means you find your own way, we accept that. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what. Try talking to your friends. They have ideas for how you can spend your time. And come by geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help. I can shovel dirt now in geoponics. Fun! The early quiet. Now we're in mid-quiet. Still age 10. Okay. Alright, now I'll run around and talk to everybody. I missed the opportunity to talk to the redhead earlier. There's my dad. Hey, there's Mars. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Solana, Mars calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. You walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow as under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here. This spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship he had climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all this weather, she continues. Since you like running around, could you fetch them for me? Yeah. Good! She's probably just down the hill near our quarters. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. Tammy, I think that was the girl with the pink hair. And there she is. Tambala. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, well, hello, Solana, she says, putting her hand up to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets? Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in pink and yellow scarf. 1 order of mango soy sweets made fresh this morning. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nano print it for me because it's so dusty here, but, I think I'm getting used to it now. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. So, we come from a place that has elves too? Cool! Or maybe that's a mutation thing. Mars puts her hand out expectantly. Give it here. Here it is. I ate them. I want half, or if you want them, you're gonna have to pay up. I'm just gonna give it right to her, honestly. You hand over the box of soy sweets with a smile. Mars takes it and giggles. You're such a good sidekick doing everything I say. She opens the box and hands you a soy sweet. Your tip, she tells you. Oh, an Administrator Seek is looking for somebody to do deliveries for the depot. I don't want to do it because, like, ew, running around out there? No. Just go through here, she says, gesturing to the door behind you, and tell them I referred you. Heck yeah, I'm a good delivery person. You know how many RPG delivery quests I've done? This is old hat to me. Command is a warren of long hallways with doors off to tiny nondescript offices. Everyone you pass seems to be hurrying off to something important. One end of the hallway opens into a supply depot, which works as both a requisitions office and a general store. Beyond it are cavernous warehouses stacked high with supplies from Earth, now gradually unpacked and distributed. Let's get strong. We have no points in muscle. And I'm working out for a reason. I want muscle. Oh no, you have to have muscle to get muscle. I need 10 toughness. Chief Administrator Seek greets you at the depot. They look you up and down. Solana, you never struck me as particularly responsible or organized. I only have an 11 out of 100 for that. But children never are. What makes you think you'd be a good fit for the position of courier? You didn't realize this was going to be a job interview. But I am organized. Cleansing your bedroom once in a while isn't the same thing, Seek sneers. But, lucky for you, you're the only applicant this week. You've got the job for now, anyway. Livy, thank you so much for these 70 months. Is that a tier 3? Is ITK Bug just a regular tier emote still? I've had that up all year? That's just a regular tier emote that I've had up all year? That's supposed to be a seasonal emote only, and it's almost September now. Wow. Well, thank you, Liffy, so much. The time you put in really shows, and also, thank you for caring. 70 months is a lot, and yes, we're seeing a lot of 70s this month. Amazing. Golden ITK Thug check. Oh, didn't get it. Dang. They use their elegant stylus to note this on their holopalm. Come back in a few minutes and you can help me make deliveries. Yes, there will be kudos for you if you do it correctly. Well, let's deliver some supplies. I think that's a good way to spend our month. Let's do it. We get a little buff. We get a little brain. We get some thumbs uppies. It will stress us out, but we can always spend another month chilling. Seek sends you all over the colony delivering supplies. During your first week, it's mostly small things you can carry by hand or push on a little cart. Stuff like tools or electronics. Some are high priority, which means you have to move fast. So Liffy, this is a new game by Northway Games and published by Finji. It's about growing up on a colony out in space in a double sun solar system. And we have to make choices on what we do with our life as a teenage colonist. Right now we're like 10, but we can get as old as I think at least 16. Pretty sure. And then apparently this cycle is going to continue. It's fun getting to yell, important delivery coming through, and people actually get out of the way. It's pretty cool so far. I love the art style. Oh, here we go. We need 12. I'm gonna lose kudos again. Shoots. Okay, let's start off with extra fingies. Wait, hold on. Maybe I shouldn't. We need to find the best way to arrange this. And what is this up here? The sun medallion. Can I just use this whenever, or is it a one-time dealio? Alright, we're gonna start with this. Go to this. Get our first words out. It's a 10. I know we're gonna make it to 15, but we're losing kudos because we're using our friend Mars's powerful ambition, which is gonna take away all my good hard work. Dang it. My currency. I'm getting nothing for this. Hey, alright, wait, I got 4 kudos. Great. My perception's getting better. It's 1 out of 100. Help my ability to find things. I'm sure it's so cool. Thank you, Jackie. It's for the wholesome games. Try not to get makeup on it. And welcome back. It's good to have you, Jackie. Think she's dragging me down? I think maybe I'm letting... This is very much like childhood, real-life Tina, who, like, had a lot of strong-willed friends who were, like, kind of bullies, but, like, still good people, but they kind of pushed me in the direction they wanted to go to instead of, like, me discovering what I'm down for, you know? So I think I'm just gonna kind of be her lackey for a while, probably. Because I'm doing the job she told me to do. This week you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody is about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. So this child has like these prophetic dreams, but they can't explain them. Like, we knew our dad was going to give us a medallion for our birthday, but it was only because we saw it in a dream. Was this in the surprise box? Yes! Plus a crystal tree that I'm growing right in front of me, and this cute little standee. Voila. And like a pin and some stickers. A bunch of stuff. A single player card game I can just play whenever I want. There's a bunch of great stuff in the surprise box. This morning you were sure Professor Hal was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch, but he didn't. Professor Hal walked away, his hash browns safe for today. Mars called you a liar and a dummy. It's not very nice. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with somebody you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Everything feels so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces, you wake up. When you wake up, they're smeared into your memory like wet paints. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? What if today was your first day of work since 3 weeks? Your feet hurt like crazy. How goes things with the catering and stuff behind the scenes? This game company is phenomenal. Oh yeah, absolutely. Benji sent such a fantastic care package. Anytime you try to tell somebody about these dreams, they think you're playing a trick or that you're sick and need to go to med bay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about the dreams. Why? You don't want people to worry. You just want to be normal. Secret powers are fun. I think secret powers are fun. I'm gonna go with that. You start keeping a private journal on your holopalm, recording the events you remember once you remember something before it happens. You also write down your dreams when they have that feeling of being real. You like the idea of being magic and seeing the future, but some of the dreams are very scary. You hope that, like Professor Hal's hash browns, they don't all come true. Okay. Oh, moving on closer to summer, I hope. Or spring? See how Mars is doing. Hoi, Solana. Mars says, looking you up and down with a sneer. Your shoes are gross. That's what you get for walking around in the dirt out there. Not me. I'm sticking to the ship until they pave over all this icky mud. I wonder if she's maybe more scared than just worried about getting dirty. I don't have a persuasion high enough to tell her about my day. Beans. Can't believe she dissed my shoes. How rude. Today's concert was a big German rapper. Not really your style of music, but the people were very kind. I'm glad to hear they were kind and respectful towards you. That's great. You find your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouses with a small construction crew. You've seen these plans pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth, like spinach, tomatoes, and maybe even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asks. Remember, Solana, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide how to spend your time as long as it's productive. Our mom's kind of a tough nut to crack. She points towards the engineering wing in the back half of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Hal's still expecting you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to work around here. She claps her hand on your shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything else you need to know? You need a watering can duck. I need a watering can duck. That sounds great. What are you doing in geoponics? What's happening in engineering? Can I join expeditions? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous. Your father would be worried. There's still so much we don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out. Then maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. She isn't gonna budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls. She looks down at her feet and nudges a sprout growing between her feet. It's green, the color of earth plants. Well, we're doing our best, she says, but it hasn't been easy. I just hope the potatoes and corn can handle all the weather here, she says, glancing up at the sky. Here, it rains like hell in the wet season. She takes a long look at you, up and down. Growing so fast, Solana, but you're still too young for real farming. Instead, well, there's a lot of soil that needs to be hauled. This reminds you of a much less intense Disco Elysium in certain ways. Yeah? I follow so many artists who are obsessed with Disco Elysium. I love all the different, like, scenarios that play out, all the different checks you can make, and all that stuff. Although I haven't had the opportunity to, like, make and fail a check. I think that's all, like, a roll of the dice. Right, Ben? Oh, yeah, they love that Kim guy so much. Indeed. Seeing your disappointment, she nudges you on the shoulder. Don't pout. It'll help build those muscles. You need them now that we're out in the real world doing real work. Out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. She flexes her biceps. Your mom is really strong. Look at how... I want gold biceps. When I finally get arm muscles, I'm getting gold bands for my biceps, because that looks cool. You're trying to de-bloat a fire stick? It's too much of a hassle, especially after Amazon has forced bloatware as a means of coercing you to spend more money. Oh dear. So the fire stick helps you watch stuff on the TV, right? Well, I'm sorry that it's not working out for you. I'm doing good today, though, Astro. Having a fun time playing this game, figuring it out. How about my papa? Hello, my little potato, your dad exclaimed, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? I'm hanging out with my friends. That cow's a good boy. And have you seen an enemy? She's been out by the garrison playing sports ball. I think she's spent every day outside since we landed. He chuckles to himself. Guess that's what happens when you get enough brothers to make your own sports ball team. He breathes in deeply and slowly looks around. Autumna's magnificent, isn't it? Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hands wide. I missed seasons. Back on Earth, we got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs, stretching. Just you wait till dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky, and it'll be real hot then. You'll see. Yeah, it doesn't seem so hot that, like, people need to wear coats or anything. And this is Cal, I think. Cal is riding around the geoponics gardens on his hoverboard. The board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hi, Solana. Real ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There's bumps everywhere. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. It's actually really cool. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. Hello, Espresso.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Welcome on in, folks. We're playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, thanks to the folks at Finji. And I'm learning about a Fire Stick via Astro. It's a streaming device, and in recent years, there's so much going on the screen that it slows the device down. Just sitting on the home screen uses too much of the quad-core CPU. Really? That's wild. Well, I'm sorry that it's so difficult to use. I was thinking of getting something like that for my parents. People have had ways of debloating them to install custom launchers, but now it's hard to do. I see. Well, thank you for the small raid, Espresso. I appreciate it. Have you ever played a game like this before? Also, I think I might move my little crystal tree over to my bedside. So it's not directly in front of me. But I got, from the folks at Finji, this grow your own magical crystal tree. To match, I suppose, the flora and fauna of this wild world. What kind of game is this? So it's like a card battler, life sim visual novel, I want to say. Give me a second. I hope I don't get any of this on my skin. Gotta be very careful. Very careful. Yes, there's like I think there's like enemies that I'm gonna have to fight with these cards. Right now we just make decisions with cards. We have to like meet a certain amount in order to progress past situations, but I think we're gonna have to fight like monsters and stuff. But we shall see. I haven't battled anyone yet with my cards. Check out this. It's a skate bowl. I'm gonna try it. Sure, but be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. Yeah, it's like a visual novel card-based game where you start off as like a 10-year-old, and I think I might get as old as like 16 or beyond. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're trying to figure out life on this new alien planet called Vertumna. You would recommend like a Roku for streaming devices? Okay. It's less heavy and loud. Good. I don't want loud stuff for my parents. They watch stuff at night, so I don't want them waking up from the sound. What about you, Espresso? What were you up to today? You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed to go down one side and come back the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard just staying on the board with uneven ground, but it's still fun. Cool, I got some toughness. And friendship. Excellent. Let's see what else there is to do. Oh yeah, this kid. Dis is sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south, where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says quietly without looking up. You say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need walls? Oh, it's loud as in there's too much going on in the UI. Gotcha. I thought it was like it starts up really loud or something. Oh yes, more Andromeda, nice. You've never played anything like this? I have played a game that's kind of like this. Oh, and also there's no music in the background. Let me see if we can get like... Here's a setting for concert music. I don't know if it's on now. I hope music is constantly on now. I miss music. I feel like there should be music. I played a game with my brother called Monster Loves You that was you being like a little baby monster, and you go on little baby monster adventures that are just described to you via text. And then you get to pick like what your monster does in response to those things, and then your monster changes. Like you're just a blob, and then like, oh, because you were really perceptive, you grow extra eyes, or like you're kind of a bully to the other monsters, so you get big strong arms or something. You know, it was really cute. You like the idea that we're building our character through childhood activities? Me too. I like that. Simple UI is so much nicer. I know, and everything wants to have a hamburger stack and like 50 different tabs and recommended stuff. They just want you to like feed into the algorithm for most stuff these days. The closest game you probably played is Monster Prom. I can see that, yeah. A big cast, and you pick what you do each day. So it's got that visual novel kind of flow to it. Yeah. Sounds like visual novel Spore. That's basically Monster Loves You. It's so cute. I loved it. It's so much fun. So, this brings up a good point. There is a big wall surrounding this colony, and all the adults are saying like, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just a wall. But why do we need a wall? Does that mean there's something bad outside? You stare at the gate. Oh, and also, our character has these vivid dreams. And she can't figure out what it means. But sometimes stuff in the dreams happens in real life. But when she tells people about it, they're like, oh, you must be sick. You know? You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memory so strong you think you might faint. Oh, Jesus Christ! Scare the bejesus out of me, oh my god. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggly. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through the wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you these dreams aren't real. Breaking from your daydream, Dis whispers, I think there's monsters out there. I believe you. No, you don't. You're being sarcastic, I can tell. No one believes me. He turns his back and ignores you. They're huge and wriggly and dangerous, I say to him. Stop making fun of me! You're as bad as Mars! Dis did not like that, okay. Should have just ignored him. Well, that's fine. Hey, you must be the dad of that elf-eared girl. You step cautiously towards the colony gates. Hey there, kiddo! Uncle Tonin blocks your way with a smile. I'm afraid expeditions are off limits now. It's not safe out there for kids. You better toughen up so you can join the squads when you're older. I'm tough enough. I'm brave enough. I am neither. I ain't strong enough for this yet, so I'm gonna talk to this gal, my science partner. Tangent is hunched over. Oh, what kind of parent? Tangent. Maybe she's a computer or something. Her hair looks like a DNA thingy, doesn't it? It's dangerous to go out there alone. Take this. It's your report card. Your grades are not strong enough. You gotta get back in there study. Tangent is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and poking angry at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Howell wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the colony HoloNet, but I can't find it. I'll help you find it. You launch your own hollow palm and start searching the colony's HoloNet archives for a list of autumnal plants and animals. 10 minutes later, you find it buried under survey logistics in the expeditions net. An enemy passes by and pulls a face at you two. Hey, hollow nerds! School's over. Come play sports ball in the sunshine. Tang just rolled her eyes. I want to play sports ball. An enemy is bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it up in the air. Heads up! She shouts, bumping the ball in your direction. Think fast! I need 10 toughness, and I have, I think, 1. I'm going to try to bounce it back. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally to keep it going. An enemy tells you about a new sports ball court. A proper regulation-sized court, much bigger than the little 0G one on the stratospheric. Her brother Calm is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should join us. Well, maybe I will. This game reminds you of a more structured version of Flotilla. Tell me about Flotilla, Manny. This Ghibli little kid, right? You like Fire Sticks because it's easier to sideload apps. Okay, so that's one good reason. And the newer models have remotes and volume buttons. That's good. You and Mister going to sports ball tomorrow? Nice. I freaking love sports ball. My favorite sports ball is baseball. Well, I suppose for this month we could get stronger. This improves our bravery, toughness, our friendship with an enemy, but it does give us a little stress. We're kind of stressed out, to be honest. I think we should do something a little bit more relaxing. You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You know, you've known her for your whole entire life. Back on the ship, you used to play with her. Tammy had the best doll collection. After her mom died, her dad used all his nano printer creds to print her a different doll every month for a whole year. Wow. Her ears perk up when she sees you. Oh, hello, Solana, she says. Her voice is soft and dreamy like a beam of starlight. Do you want to play dolls? Of course I do. You don't think Tammy will ever be too old to play with dolls. If anything, she has even more of them now. She takes you by her quarters and brings out the entire Spacey Stacy doll collection, a disturbingly realistic baby with real bowel movements, and 2 super fancy posable dolls named Lily and Tilly who could be programmed to move on their own. Tammy isn't good at the programming, so Lily and Tilly just roll around awkwardly when you turn them on. You cover quickly by saying, they must be breakdancing at a club. The 2 of you spend the afternoon making up stories of the rise of their stardom as professional dancers. Just put him in the canteen to drink his stress away afterwards. Wrong game. Oh yeah? Which game would that help with? Is that Disco Elysium? The ship's quarters are where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. Private bedrooms are very small. You share one with your parents. Maybe we should relax. You also can forget one memory. This also increased our friendship with Tammy. I'm down for that. It's nice to take some time off to chill after the stress of school and work. Not to mention the mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. And it looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime. Some of the other kids are also relaxing in the lounge. I might get a card if I play with my Hollow Palm. I can join Cal and Tammy, Mars and Diz, or sit alone with my Hollow Palm. Oh, Darkest Dungeon! Oh my god. I freaking love Darkest Dungeon. It's been so long since I played that. I kind of miss it. Lily and Tilly are throwing down the cardboard and serving. Absolutely. Nothing lets us de-stress on the room quite like a big old smoke leaf joint. Or tea, of course. I kind of would like a new card, but like sitting alone. I feel like we should befriend some folks. Maybe we lost points with Diz. I know. So when is that coming out, Jackie? The next Darkest Dungeon. Okay, but you do stink, you hear Mars defend herself. It's not my fault that you can't tell. Maybe her nose stopped working, but the rest of us can smell it. And she waves her hands in front of her nose and makes a PU gesture, then turns to you. He smells awful, right, Solana? I will become a bully. I can't. I can't pick the mean option. I don't want to bully him. Video games are hard. This is the worst. Stop being so mean, Mars. You stand toe-to-toe with Mars. She glares at you, then Diz. Fine, she says, defeated. I'm sorry, Diz. I'm just trying to help, but I should have said it in a nicer way. Not everyone in life is going to tell you the truth, you know. Okay. Do you want to forget? Oh, I see. I'm forgetting some of my cards. Yeah, I'll keep these. That's interesting. Okay, so the memories I have become the cards in my hand. Oh, good. Pollen season. Love me some pollen. Do we have masks for this? Disco's a very good game, but depending on which route you can take, it can delve into some pretty serious topics. Yeah. So I hear. We gotta get stronger. I figured standing up to Mars there would have been good for our strength. What's this freaking egg? A Xeno egg. Whoa. Interesting. Hey, Strawberry Hat. Thank you so much for the 23 months. How are ya? How's it going on this fine Friday? You're a great example for others, Strawberry Hat, and you've really grown up. Just like our girl here, Solana. Oh, look! Our character portrait changed. I guess it's because we're really happy, huh? She does look very happy. Cool. Okie dokie. Well, I found a cool egg. I don't know what to do with it, but I got a cool egg. Let's talk to these two. Yay, allergies. Yay! Cal runs up to you streaked from foot to neck with purple dirt. There's so much space. Me and an enemy just ran for 20 minutes, and we never ran down the same path twice. He leans over and braces his hands on his knees. Whew, she's fast. Apparently I don't know enough nature facts. But I found something you might like. +1 to a card. Change its suit to strength. I'm not gonna give this kid this freaking egg. Are you kidding me? Done. What about you? You haven't Fine Friday. What is this gem of a game that looks cute? This is I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Which, to be fair, as we get older in this game, it might delve into some deeper, more troubling sides of growing up. And relationships too. There's a ton of content warnings that they go over in the menu, but it is fabulous and precious as we are just kids right now. I need empathy of 20. Tammy's dad is the head of the expeditions, which means he's out surveying the jungle every day. This morning you see her crying in the doorway as he leaves. I don't like it when he goes out there, but he's so brave, and so are you. That's why I like you, Solana. I'll give her the egg. You seem like you can help with an egg. Tammy wrinkles her nose as she accepts your gift, turning it over in her hands. Oh, what is it? It's a present? Thank you, I guess. That's really nice of you. Okay. That is such a child thing to do, is find an egg and give it to another child. Here's an egg. Enjoy. She did not like the egg. I wish I gave an egg to this kid or something. This is adjusting better than you'd expect it to life on the surface. He's already found new places to hide and do whatever he does out here by himself. Okay, bye. I dare you to eat this worm. I don't have high enough skills for any of these. Empathy, persuasion, and creativity I have some stuff in, but like, not 20. Does the air here make you feel hungry all the time, or is it just me? I could eat a whole one of them mushroom trees. Just ow. Maybe we should go to school. I feel like I should go to school or something. Getting friendship with Tangent. Let's study the humanities. I feel like we're gonna get real good at talking stuff. Okay. Looking for more difficulty? The harder card challenge option will keep you on your toes. I would like to focus on the story. I'm going for story, please. Alrighty. Giggling, wondering, discovering, first steps, and first words. So if we line up things of the same color, we get more points. But also the same numbers also give you a bunch of points too. Oh dear, is this not going to add? Would it be better to put this here? That's a 7 now. Crud. Okay, what if I scooch this over like this? Yay, alright! 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Victoria. And I didn't even have to use Mars. She's a bully. We'd like to get back to RimWorld at some point, yeah? So Disco Elysium has some routes where you only delve into serious topics. The more extreme routes leave you exposed, depressed, and questioning humanity as a whole. Sounds like a very strong experience, certainly. I've never played or watched RimWorld. I think I saw a little bit of Hunter Wild playing it one day, but I don't think I stuck around to really get a good idea of what kind of game it was. So we've got some creativity, persuasion, a little bit of stress, and some kudos. Good, and we didn't have to use Mars's card. So didn't lose any kudos. You wake up from an afternoon nap. You squint into the pink-tinged light slanting through the windows. You must have fallen asleep in the lounge. Tammy's shadow falls across your nest of pillows. Oh, I'm sorry, Solana, she says, giggling. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just so nice outside with the pollen sparkling in the sunlight. I wanted to open all the windows. You rub your eyes briefly. You're having the weirdest dream. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Aunt Eden is making a new kind of candy. She said it's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? I have to go tidy the crush first, and then I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? I want that free candy, baby. Antecedents. In the cafeteria, Antecedent is cheerfully handing out masses of pink candy, puffy and soft like clouds. Oh, Solana, she says, handing you a wand with some candy spun around. Here, try some of this. We used to have it on Earth. You pull off a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet at first that your mouth puckers. You've never tasted anything so sweet and so real. It's not at all like the soy sweets the kitchen nanoprinter can make. It melts in your mouth, leaving a gritty residue on your tongue. Disco Elysium is probably one of the best games you've seen, Solitary Jordan, in the same way that Requiem for a Dream is one of the best movies you've ever seen, in that it's like raw and real and puts it all out there, I'd imagine. You wait until everyone is gone, but Tammy never shows up. You look down at the cotton candy in your hands. It's wilted from the humidity, but it's kind of like your hair. Or her hair, you think. Pale pink and so soft. You keep some to give her later. Wow. I should have kept that freaking egg. I bet somebody around here wants an egg. Now she's got it. And I got candy to give her. You're relaxing in your family's quarters after dinner. Your mom had to run off some kind of council business. So you and your dad are playing a holo game together. When you're ready to head to bed, your mom returns. You can tell from the defeated slant of her shoulders that something has gone terribly wrong. Your dad starts to ask her what happened, but she just sighs and waves him away. She sits down and takes your hand, holding it between her two strong, dirt-creased ones. Solana, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, she starts. Her mouth quivers as she swallows, working on her next words. There was an accident this afternoon in the creche. Your classmate Tammy has died. No, not Tammy. Is it because I gave her the egg? Did the egg hatch and kill her? That girl took my egg, too. You try to understand words. Tammy? Dead? That's not possible. You suddenly remember the cotton candy you were saving to give Tammy. Pink and fluffy, just like her hair. You put it in your hand. Oh, you put your hand in your pocket to get it. But what comes out is a sticky, dark red lump of hard goo. You stare at it, your mind blank. What happened? Your mom tells you as simply as possible that Tammy was killed by electric shock from a broken holo projector. It was just an accident. You press her for more, an explanation. A little girl is dead. Someone you grew up with, someone much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her that morning. She was right there. Why? Her mom's eyes are sad when she tells you. Sometimes there's just no reason why. Wow, that's wild. You're in mourning. You're mourning the loss of a loved one. All skill increases are reduced by 1 for 3 months. Tammy! Some jobs and actions can't be performed. Oh my god. Yes, at least it wasn't like the egg hatched and killed her or something. Tamala? Tang is pacing around in front of engineering. She looks upset. It shouldn't have happened. Tammy... What happened to Tammy? It shouldn't be possible. There was no reason for the holo projector to break. Professor Howe recently said it was serviced and nothing was wrong with it before. It just blew up for no reason. Nobody would have wanted to hurt her, so why? It doesn't add up. Sorry, Solana. I want to think about this some more. I hate when I can't find an answer. The doll kid just got electrocuted to death. Well, I mean, you can't get electrocuted to life. You just get electrocuted. Yeah. She died. She was allergic to electricity, yeah. Can you believe Tammy died? This asks morbidly. I heard Chief Engineer Instance tell someone about it. Tammy got shocked by a broken holo projector, the one in the creche with the dancing teddy bear. Do you remember? When she touched it, she got chucked all the way across the room. He makes a sailing motion with his hand. And bam! She was dead before she even landed. Really? He looks embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad she was gone. She was nice. He tugs at the sleeves of his oversized jacket. It was kind of a cool way to die. Kids are weird. You're right, Dr. Frankenstein's monster got electrocuted to life. You have me there. How could I forget? An enemy is chucking rocks at the strato, sending metallic clangs ringing throughout the colony. Stupid planet. Stupid creche. Stupid spaceship. I like that an enemy's freckles are stars and stuff. That's cool. That's pretty cool. She bends down to pick up another rock, but instead just sobs and braces her hands on her knees. Stupid everything. Why'd she have to die? It's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to die. 10 years old. Damn. Oh no! This is her dad. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Solana. Uncle Tonin blocks the size as he blocks your path. It looks like he hasn't been sleeping. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be out here. Our children are so young and so precious, so fragile. Please stay near the ship. This is home, alright. Go tour. I swear if any of these kids was like, I was playing on the holo projector and blah blah blah. Cal is sitting in your mom's flower garden with his face in his hands. He's clearly been crying all morning, and probably all of yesterday too. He and Tammy were really close. Whenever you guys used to play house in the creche, Tammy was always mommy and Cal was daddy. Even though you were just little kids, you kind of always giggled about how obviously they were going to get together, or they were going to be together forever, like a princess and a knight. You okay? Yeah. He sniffs, looking up at you. You can see how puffy and red his eyes are. No, not really. That's just what other people want me to say, right? Tammy always liked these flowers, he mumbles. Sometimes I pick some for her. He runs his hands over all the pretty white flowers. Don't tell your mom, okay? Tears well up and slowly leak out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink, just stares at the flowers as tears run down his cheeks. You decide to give him some space. Dang, poor kid. These kids are going through a tough time. Who would have thought? Like 2 seasons into the game? Mars is staring into space looking somber. She doesn't even notice as you come up beside her and barely reacts when you say hello. I think that she was secretly kind of close to Tammy. Because remember Tammy had like a special scarf for her that she wrapped around the sweets? I feel like they were really close friends. Is this Animal Crossing Mars version? Well, people don't usually die free infinity in Animal Crossing. There's very little death in that one. But it is a visual novel with a card game element. And, I don't know if there's farming in this one, but there's certainly skill and stuff. I'm thinking about Tammy, she says quietly. She used to sit down the hill here in that spot in the sun. Every morning she'd just sit there for hours in the sun, doing nothing. Just being happy. You stare down the hill to the spot near the entrance of the quarters. You can imagine her there, working on some little craft project, humming to herself. She was so nice to everybody. And now she's dead, Mars says, making a face. How's that for fair? Of all the people, how come it had to be my friend? You don't have an answer. You've never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before, but of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of you. Tom Nook died on your island during the revolution? Well, he had what was coming to him, huh? You installed some apps that allow you to see stats like CPU and usage. When you're on the home screen, it idles at low percentages, but if you open up an app, it just rockets up to like 80 and 90%. Wild. That is wild, Astro. Command is a warren of long hallways. I would like to get some more, like, toughness. I want to be a tough kid. I think we do that by working, like, hauling some dirt around or something. You could assassinate Tom Nook in your dreams, yeah. Talk to mom and dad, yeah? I'm so sorry, Solana. Your dad says, I'm sorry you're feeling blue, Solana. Things will start to look up again soon. At least our parents are being supportive. The greenhouses have different biomes inside. Let's see, what do we get by doing this? We get toughness, friendship with Cal, kudos, and a little bit of stress. I think we gotta toughen up. I think what I would do is start digging in the dirt. My toughness is too low? I got auto-defeated? Rough. I got auto-defeated. Wait, hold on. I think it might be... Oh, so harder. Oh, I don't want to skip the card challenges. Shucks. I want to do the cards. Dang it. The colony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could skip it and take the month off instead. No. Tammy who? Criminy. I will attend. The colonists gather in the recycling room. Bringing organics down here to be recycled here is one of your chores, but you've only come here for a funeral twice. Both times, a colonist had passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's ever been a funeral in Fortuna, and the first time for someone you actually knew. The mouth of the organics recycler has been polished, and a wreath of yellow flowers has been placed over the opening. Inside, you see a shrouded figure, Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dad, Uncle Tonin, is here, as well as your parents, an antecedent, and the rest of the council. Cal is here with his parents and her partners, already crying in their arms. Oh, his mom and her partners. Gotcha, sorry. So Cal is here with his mom and her partners, who are crying. The room is packed with people, and the feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it in your mouth. Governor Udicott stands before the assembled crowd.
There are no words to ease the pain we feel today,
she says solemnly.
There is only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, she continues, one of the first humans to be born in space, and the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, bending hopefully towards life beyond our humble Earth. She is the first of us who can truly call Vertumna home. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself, a painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that as a community, we are capable of great strength.
Udicott closes the door to the recycler. You hear Uncle Tonin, over here, sob over the hum of the particle disintegrators beginning their work.
As a community, we remember Tammy. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. In this way, Tammy, our child from the stars, will never truly be lost to us.
The ceremony is adjourned, but a few people stay back to console Uncle Tonin as he keeps vigil over the recycler. Cal and Uncle Tonin hold each other and weep openly. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of geoponics, she'll be responsible for adding them to the colony's precious supply of brown soil from Earth. Your dad accompanies you at the recycling room. He clears his throat. I want you to know that you don't need to be okay, he says, clasping his warm hand over your shoulder. If you want to take the rest of the month off, everyone is going to understand. We are sad as hell. We might as well take the rest of the month off, to be honest. We're not gonna get a good... Statistically, not to not to put a number on grief, but this whole grieving thing is gonna make it really hard for us to gain any stat points, so we might as well just chill until we're ready. Let's take the month off. Not to min-max my morning, but probably for the best that we don't push ourselves, you know. I got the sadness debuff, dude. This stinks. The prospect of just going back to school like everything is normal is too much to handle. You end up spending the whole month alternating between sleeping, scrolling the holonet, and staring to space.
Ugh. That is what I do when I'm depressed.
It's restful, at least. And everyone gives you the time you need to process Tammy's death. Hey, Run Cod. Or is it RVN Cod? I didn't get a chance to ask you last time. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. You developed a tad more of your tiefling and his father's story the other day. Good job. Are we more depressed now? I don't see the debuff, so I think we might be okay. Alright, we're into the dust season. This is like summer. How's Cal doing? Cal gives you a sympathetic smile. Hey, Solana. We'll be okay. If your mom already said no, I agree with her. Your dad says as he looks up from work. That's funny. As if... That's a very dad thing to say. As if I already asked my mom for permission for something, and then she said no, and he's like, listen, I don't want any drama with your mama, okay? I know you two disagree about things, but she's still your mom. Your mom is hard at work breaking ground for the new fields. As the colony's chief cultivator, she's preparing for this year. Oh, she's been preparing for this year as long as you can remember. Oh, you were assuming because of our activities. Yeah. Yeah, since we were like looking at the hollow palm and resting and sleeping, that does sound like we're more depressed than ever, right? The HoloNet probably doesn't even have memes yet. What kind of... I mean, I think the first meme of this thing should just be like a close-up of a tomato, and it should just say, like, tomato. That's it. I think that would circulate pretty well. Set the bar low, you know? Hey, Solana, she says, leaning hard on her tiller and mopping her brow. Sorry, my lip is all shredded. You need me for something? If you're not going to class, I can always put you to work. Well, she said I can't do any work right now, actually. Classic dad. How good was that? Like, if your mom said no, don't ask me for a yes. Can I join expeditions yet? We're still too young. Okay. Oh wait, what's going on in command? That's what I want to know. I think Seek said they need someone to deliver supplies from the depot. They're also setting up a shop there, if you've got some kudos to spend. And that's where Governor Uticott works. But you shouldn't bother her. She's a busy woman and she doesn't have your mother's patience with kids. You try not to giggle. Your mom is not known for her patience. It should be a picture of a tomato that says, "Ce n'est pas," like, "Ceci n'est pas un pipe," kind of thing. A little absurdism. "Ceci n'est pas un tomate," perhaps. But see, even that's too mimetic. I don't want these kids to have to know anything of the world. They just need to look at a tomato and it says tomato. I think that's a good baseline. Oh, you found me. This is adjusting to life better than you expected on the surface. You already found new places to do whatever. I can't dare him to eat a worm. Heck. I guess we just need to keep studying and growing and stuff. Oh, wait. Let's do well, Tangent looks like she has something to talk about. Solana, we need to discuss my brother. Who, Dis? Yes, Dis, she says impatiently. I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes, and I... Well, I'm not on very good terms with my brother as of late, but well, people are becoming worried. You get the feeling that Tang is the one who's actually worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll find out. Thank you, Solana, she says, looking relieved for a second before her expression begins to harden. I mean, it would be a ridiculous waste of resources if something happened to him and no one knew where he was or how to find him. Right, of course. Tang doesn't get worried. Alright, maybe he'll fess up now. Preteens need to be silly and explore being funny and weird. We should get a preteen to make a meme. You tell Dis that his sister Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing to. His eyes flit briefly to yours, then he stares off vaguely towards the engineering wing, where his sister is reading on her hollow palm between classes. He doesn't say anything. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me. Tangent's just worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. He scowls and picks at the hem of his sweater. She doesn't care about anything but her schoolwork. Better tell me or else. Dis looks down at a patch of bobble buds sprouting from a crack in the wall. He squirms. I don't have to tell you, he says quietly. Just leave me alone. Well, that didn't go well. I have learned nothing. Dang. I guess I need to study up more. And my brain isn't juicy enough for engineering classes. We gotta go juice this brain then. Gotta get better reasoning. Although I feel like my strengths are with the humanities, but let's study some life sciences.
This week in biology, you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Hal brings up a picture of a hopeye on the projector and asks, who can tell me what special things hopeyes do when they see a predator? Tang's hand shoots up. They hop away very quickly. That's why we call it a hopeye. He nods. That's true, but it's not what I was getting at. Tang stammers and looks upset, like she can't believe she got something wrong. Hal scans the class again. Anyone? Solana? They fly away? You stammer after being put on the spot and say the first thing that comes to mind. That might work, but hopeyes don't have wings. He gestures to the picture of one right in front of you on the holoprojector. You feel pretty dumb. They thump their feet to warn other hopeyes in the area. Then they hop away very quickly. See, we had the option of saying that they thump their feet, but it was grayed out. Engineering needs good brain juice. That's why you gotta stay hydrated for all that good brain juice. Right, Waffo? I stood up for this kid when he was being called smelly. He won't talk to me. But I guess I was also trying to assure him that there are monsters outside the walls, and he didn't like that, so oh well. Okay, I've lost friendship with Tang? You look over to see Tang smirking at you. You both got it wrong, but she still thinks she's better than you. What the freaking heck? These freaking kids. Okay. Oh, this is by artist BK Ome. Wow, I love that you can learn about all the artists. Alright, let's do a 0, 1, 1, 2, 5. Yes. It's numbers, baby. Win. Heck yeah, alright. So, teens do make memes, and did. Your brother made a ton of them, and some of his younger friends were practically Zoomers, and they make some absurd stuff. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that the kids are doing the memes, and it's not all just like, I heard you like mudkips and stuff. It's time for the Vertumnalia. Udicott and the council have called a festival to celebrate life here on the planet Vertumna. Everyone gathers in the colony to hear Governor Udicott's speech. In Earth's history, Udicott begins, then clears her throat and waits for everyone to quiet down. In Earth's history, Vertumna was known as the God of Seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebears of the Vertumna Project chose to take on such an auspicious name in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue his tradition of Vertumnalia, a midsummer festival to celebrate our Vertumna, this lush planet upon which we find ourselves today. What's wrong with a mudkip? I think Mudkip's tired after like 20 years of memes. I think Mudkip wants a rest. We'll clap for this. Everyone should... Wait, we have loyalty and rebellion? Oh, I'm a little loyalist, huh? I see. I might overturn this freaking government. What if the government killed Tammy? Everyone cheers and applauds. The members of the council all get up on stage, one at a time, to give their own short speeches. Governor Udicott announces each one. Interesting. I didn't know that's what that meant. Governor Udicott, command! Chief Administrator Seek, command. Security Chief Rhett, garrison. Chief Engineer Instance, engineering. Is my mom Flulu? Chief Cultivator Flulu, geoponics. Well, I'd have to go against my mom, wouldn't I, Twafo? Chief Steward Antecedent, quarters. Chief Surveyor, melatonin, expeditions. Oh, that's Uncle Tonin. And Auntie Sedent. His name is Melatonin. Okay. Her name is Sedent. Interesting. When it's your mother Flulu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown from Vertumnan soil. Your eyes go to the peace table. Aboard the Stratosphere, it would have been mostly soy-based food from the nanoprinters, spiced up with whatever previous fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing bays. Yeah, let's convert Mom to the cause. She seems like a rebel, you know? This year, the plants look even less robust than usual, but they're supplemented by some vertumnant plants you've come to appreciate. Juicy potato pods and bobber fruits, and slabs of edible fungi. Unicott takes the stage after everyone in the council said their piece. What is a festival without festivities? Professor Howell and Security Chief Rhett have organized a 3-part competition for the kids. Good luck, children! We do bot wrestling, talent show, science fair. I'm not smart enough for science fair, but I do think I'm smart enough for the talent show. It's an all-singing, all-dancing, all-talent extravaganza. The entire colony gathers to watch the show after dinner. First up, Dis plods up to the front of the stage as a pop song starts to play. He just stands there, deadpan, staring into space with his arms at his sides while the singer belts out the first verse. Then, as the chorus comes in, he suddenly springs to life, dancing and lip-syncing to the lyrics frantically, waving his arms and grinning maniacally. Then he collapses back to standing still once the chorus is over. It's hilarious! But you're not sure you're supposed to be laughing. So all he knows is the chorus. That's very cute. Next, Mars performs a choreographed dance to an old Earth song by an AI idol. What's up today, Miku? She has light emanating balls at the ends of her hair which swing around everywhere in the dim light, while controlling a small floating ball drone who dances with her. It's totally overkill, but it is impressive. Your turn. What do you do? A comedy routine, a magic act, or hoverboard tricks? It's a creativity challenge. I don't have a lot of creativity. Ooh, what should we do? Comedy? Oh, I can see that bombing so bad. I think it'll be the least embarrassing if we beef it at a magic act, but a comedy routine bombing, I think I'd die on the spot. I think I'd get one of the 30 endings, which is dying of embarrassment, probably. But it could be very funny, at least. It could go great. Kind of a smart kid, but we're more, I guess, talky than we are smarty. Let's try the magic act, because again, I think it's the least bad thing if we bomb it. Story challenges have 3 rounds. After every round, you'll keep the cards you didn't play and unlock an extra slot to play them in. Losing isn't a bad thing. Looks like we're going magic. We need 40? Jesus. Criminy. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. That's just the one, dude. Okay, I hope we don't have to get, like, 40 in each round. Okay, thank God. Okay. Crawling in my skin. That's an 8. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. How are these adding up? It's like you get points for cards being the same color, for getting a sequence of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cards being the same number points. So it's like weird poker rules, basically, Twapo. How's the game so far? A kid died. And now we're doing a magic show. Here we go, next round. Oh, God. 22. We need a 22. We're gonna need Mars. You know it. +1 skill and challenge went. Okay, well, I have to put 5 cards there, so... What if we start with a 0, 1, 1, 1...
5? The goal is 22. This gives us a 3. Extra card wins cards for strong. Oh, is that why I had an extra one? I had 6 instead of 5? We still haven't made it. I think I'm gonna push through and stress myself out. I'm like standing there with my hat and my bunny rabbit in the hat and the wand, and the bunny rabbit isn't coming out, and I'm like, push through! And I just like lift the bunny rabbit out with the wand. So I can't give up. I refuse to give up. I'm pushing through. No skill change? Lord. Okay. I am the champion, apparently. Everyone is amazed by your magic act, especially the one where you pretended to pull scarves out of your mouth. As you win. Oh, you win as voted on by audience applause. I'm the talent show champion. And I'm popular, and I'm friends with Mars and Dis now. Mars begrudgingly shakes your hand, leaning in to whisper that you better enjoy your victory now, because she's going to destroy you next year. After the festivities are over, hey, that, for some reason, didn't stress me out when Mars said that. Cool. Everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few days rest is exactly what you need. You feel refreshed. And I'm popular. Everyone wants to be my friend. Kudos are double. Cool. I know! Mars is not great, I have to say. You've learned a terrible time-consuming fact solitaire, Jordan. The final reward for reaching the end rank of Island Sanctuary is booty shorts that enhance your booty. Oh, that includes your booty. What's Island Sanctuary? Oh. Is this some sort of Final Fantasy thing? Booty shorts? Love that! You know what I've been asking for whenever I play Final Fantasy? Is butt. Hey everybody, can't help but notice you want to be my friend. An enemy is running around the sports ball court, touching her hand to the ground at each corner. 18, she counts. 19. When she reaches 20, she collapses into the ground and checks her hollow palm. I'm training! My big bro Com says I have to get my legs climatized to the planet if I'm gonna be a team captain like him. It's the farming island, gotcha. Well, good luck with the booty shorts, Altair Jordan. I love me some booty shorts. Man, I wish I got that egg. That's so rough. I lost that egg. I lost my dear friend Tammy, but we also lost that cool egg. You know, Solana, you're alright, Mara says as you approach. You blink at her, trying to figure out what she means. You're an alright what? At your stunned silence, Mars laughs and tosses her hair over her shoulder. You're alright. You actually have good taste, unlike the other nullheads. Ever since we landed, it's been help with this, Mars. Don't waste resources on that, Mars. It's boring. At least you understand the importance of sophistication. You shoot the breeze with Mars a bit longer. At some point, Dis skulks out of the living quarters and has to pass you both, clearly trying not to draw your attention. Ugh, where's it going now? Mars mutters to you, then raises her voice so Dis can hear. Try not to get eaten by aliens, she calls out to Dis. If you die out there, we can't use your body as fertilizer. Don't be a waste. Shut up, Mars. Dis is cool. You say it loud enough for Dis to hear. He looks at you with wide eyes before scurrying towards the walls. Huh, Mars says with a little smile. No accounting for taste. She seems to respect that you challenged her. Yay! She watches Dis appear from sight, then shrugs. Maybe you can get through to him. I've tried, but he doesn't care about contributing to the colony or being popular or earning kudos or anything important. Oh, I think I should leave. I think if I challenge her about what she contributes, she will not like that. I think we'll not press our luck with Mars. I suppose I can deliver supplies. It'll help with my perception, give me kudos. Organizing perception. I want to be strong. Maybe I should play some sports ball. My friend died, but I'm more upset about losing that cool egg. It was a cool egg. A log. Hell yeah, buddy. Let's see. You're 10 years old and your extra fingers come in handy. Everything you own is neat and tidy. Even the contents of your hollow palm.
And creatively, you're in a class of your own. Use she, her. Okay. This is my relationship with everybody. Looks like Dis and Cal don't want to talk. But how does anybody else? Let's see. I guess I could keep studying. Let's get our brain power up, shall we? Gotta learn some biology. I just want to study the humanities. Get so many more bubbles that way. But I guess life sciences. Gotta get a juicy brain. Tang is absent almost all this month. Hal explains that Chief Engineer Instance asked for Tang's help with a few experiments. Because you're judged on what you know, not what you can prove you've learned in class. Many older students choose to skip class and instead get hands-on experience in their field of interest. Tang is working closely with Instance ever since she was a kid. Interesting. I got a log! Cool. Plus due to a card. Oh, my egg could have helped if I didn't give it away. Freaking heck. Okay, well, let's start off with the zeros. Bingo, baby. That's a 9 right there. My little baby memories. You got a solution? Excellent. I hope it works, Astro. What have you been up to today, Snake? We've got plus to biology, some friendship with Tang, reasoning, kudos, a little bit of stress, just a little bit, but I'm such a popular person. I gotta make use of this popularity. Folks, talk to me. Be my friend. Who wants to hang out with this cool gal? I do not think I will be relaxing. No. Maybe mom and dad? Oh no, mom is just gonna give me some tutorials and stuff. Dis doesn't really want to. Well, let's see. Even though they don't have a talk bubble, maybe these kids want to talk to me. Hey, do you want this sugar thing? Oh, I'm not gonna give you my cool log. Are you kidding me? I just found that cool log. See you, loser. But maybe some of these kids I have like better empathy for? Oh, I super don't. Dang. I don't have nothing. Have I been squandering my childhood? If I deliver supplies, I'll gain organizing, perception, friendship, kudos, and whatnot. Can I give a notice board? Colony food shortfall, negative 100%. Colony security rating, evaluating. Take precautions outside colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted. Survey teams are investigating. Okay, the current council is them. I think we should just keep studying. You're just relaxing. You laid down for a bit at 3. You managed to fall asleep until now. Dang, that is a good chunk of sleep. If I play a sports ball, I gain bravery. I do feel strongly about bravery. An enemy meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to another in excitement. My brother Calm is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha! That's a great name. Kombucha offers you a high 5. Well, it should be a high 6. Then tosses the sports ball your way. Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You and an enemy are team captains. Pick your team. Calm will fill in to even up the team, so he promises to go easy on the other side. Well, he's freaking better. Did you hear Xenofauna? Yeah, that does sound like big monsties, huh? Mm-hmm. We got extra fingies. She's Cal. Mind if I play goalie? Sports ball is fun, but I don't like to score against the other team. An enemy chooses kombucha. Of course, they bump fists. My next choice, Mars. I'll play Spiker. Mars runs to take position. Seems like she's in it for the glory. Hopefully she'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. You face off 3-on-3. It's a toughness challenge, which I don't have a ton of. Oh, Lord, have mercy. It's a 27. Okay. Oh. I think we should go big.
like a 155. I'm losing a kudo by doing this, but we're like halfway there. So next round. Now we only have 4 slots, so maybe we should do a bunch of zeros. I think that's decent progress. Hey Pyrexis, and hello Bex, good to see you. You've only got 10 fingies, Renshaka. Wait, hold on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. My mom used to do that to me all the time. It gave me such anxiety. She would always like double count one, or she would skip over one. I'd be like, no! I have 10 fingers and 10 toes! It scared me all the time. I'd like kick my little feet. Anyway. So, Pyrex's Shadow of Mordor is free on Twitch Prime to redeem on Good Old Games. If you enjoyed Batman gameplay but want Lord of the Rings and climbing, I'd probably enjoy it. Fascinating. Thank you for letting me know, Pyrexis. There is different challenges indeed. Or there are different challenges, I suppose I should say. Oh yeah, this is gonna go just dandy. 1 and this freaking 5. Look at that super goal. I'm victorious. I lost to Kuda, but I did gain 1 toughness from the super goal. So that's nice. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but he's winded when the ball hits him in the chest. Yeah, mine as well, right, Pyrexis? It's good to get free games. We love you, Tina. Yes, we do. We love Tina. We love Tina. We do. Oh, we love Tina. That's why footballers suck. Bex, thank you so much for the football soccer chant. That's so kind of you. Have you gone all this time not realizing that GOG stands for Good Old Games? Yes, yes you have. I think I learned that like 7 years ago. Summarily forgot about it and then only remembered it on this day in this moment. I think it's Good Old Games. Pretty sure. The score is tied with an enemy and Com putting on the pressure. Then blam! You score the match point with a rad spike all the way from the net line. Heck yeah. Look at me playing sports ball. Sets neighbors to this value. So everything on one side of it, on both sides of it, will be a 1. Which is good if I want like a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 hand. It's pretty cool. I worked well this month. Extra bravery, extra toughness, a little bit of stress. Feeling a little stressed. And an enemy's my friend now. You love sports, you're a sports gay? I'm a big sports fan too, although mine is just baseball. Ooh, it's the wet season. Let's see how things are going around here. Keep your eye out for like little tchotchkes. You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else. One of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded? Hey! They exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throwing it to the ground. It's Cirrus, one of an enemy's brothers. He glares at you. I was almost done. Cal jogs over and grabs Cirrus in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. Dude, you were so close! Cirrus stamps his feet. It's not fair! I almost got it that last time, so Lana got in my way! It's not her fault. She didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a second. I want to teach her how to play. Looking forward to the football game tomorrow. Oh yeah? Like football, American football? Or football, soccer, football? Apparently it was formerly Good Old Games, so they might be making a return to that maybe? They actually posted a tweet yesterday that says Good Old Games. That's great. We also had a lot of Jameson, huh? Okay. Well, I appreciate you making a particular soccer chant for me. That's very kind of you. Cal turns to you as Cirrus leaves. Sorry, Solana, he says sheepishly. I was teaching Cirrus a new game, but he's more like an enemy than I thought. Real competitive, you know? He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball. No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends. Do you want to learn how to play it? Yeah, totally. Cal's smile looks like it's going to stretch right off his face. Radical! He shouts, jumping up and down in excitement. Okay, so first, put on this blindfold.
blindfold is a little scratchy and it smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulders. I'm gonna spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions, okay? We're gonna walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? You nod. You can't see Cal's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. You get it? It's because of the meme where brands keep posting the things they provide. I think it also is, I think after President Joe Biden's speech, his Twitter account just posted the word democracy. So a lot of brands are just posting like a one-word summary of what they do as a meme. First, you gotta walk forward 10 steps. Do you follow Cal's instructions the best as you can? Yeah, of course. Take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. The rocky dirt beneath the garden beds crunches under your feet. Yeah! Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. I'm gonna get it right. You turn to the right and walk forward, counting 15 steps. When you stop, Cal laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. Oh, I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away. You take 2 more steps until your outstretched hands land on the warm metal of the door. Success! Hello, Crumb Nut. Good to see you. Happy Friday to you, too. Football is kicky, not soccer. American football is weird rugby with pads because they're scared. Yes, what I know about a lot of American footballers is they seem to be scared. That's a good read. Oh dear, I scrolled up a long way. There we go. Awesome! You can't help but smile. This is fun! Now, hit the door button on the right and keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? Hello, Morphini. It's good to see you. It's going well. We're playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It has been a delight so far. Oh, is my crystal tree? My tree is growing crystals on it. It's already starting to get crystals. I'm so excited. Okay, great. I'll have to show it to you at the end of the show. You open the door and start to walk forward. The path slopes downwards and your feet slip a little bit, even though you're moving really slowly. Real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of the stratospheric. My empathy is not strong enough to really trust him. It's turbo rocky in here, Cal says, and you can feel uneasiness prickle up the back of your arms. Just keep going forward slowly. You try to do as you're told, but after a few steps, your foot knocks against a sprawling root and you fall forward, catching yourself on your hands and knees. Ouch! You tear off the blindfold, a sudden rush of tears flooding your eyes. Cal's beside you in an instant, kneeling on the rocks. Are you okay? You look down at yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scraped up and your pride is bruised. But other than that, you're okay. Cal helps you stand. I'm sorry, Solana. I'll be a better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some potato juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming games where there are no winners or losers. I wish we had more of that stat that we needed. More empathy, I guess? That went well enough, though. So they sent you to Portland, Renshaka, to train somebody for work. You were only there for a day, but it was a good time. That is excellent. How lovely. Did you get to see any cool sights in Portland? The pouring rain... Oh, it's pouring rain, and everyone's trying to stay dry under the grass-roofed palapas. Everybody except for Dis. Off in the distance, over at the wall near the sports ball field, he's definitely skulking. I have 0 perception. How have I been? Okay, I'm betting that because we have like multiple playthroughs, I'll start off with some better skills so I can do better. I hope. I'll ignore him. When you glance back, Dis is gone. Oh, this kid's dead. Another log! Give me that log. Does Mama got anything to say? Doesn't look like it. I would love to improve my perception. Delivering supplies improves my perception! So, I played a bit of Yakuza. Lost Judgment has a massive... Oh, is a massive recommendation? Really? Lost Judgment and, there's another one, right?
I think there's Judgment and Lost Judgment or something. But I've heard that it's so good. It's a fun detective game. Don't death flag that weird kid. Oh, you know he's getting gobbled up next. And Tangent's gonna be so mad at me. Let's deliver some supplies, shall we? It's been a while, but it's time to attend a meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. Mara started the Secret Fun Times Club back when you were little kids. Tangent and Tammy agreed to join the time, but then you all got busy with other things or forgot about it, and then Tammy died. You meet in an unused conference room in the command, which Mara says is perfect for a secret club. Club President Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang, the Vice President of Writing Down Secrets, records the meeting notes in her holopalm. That's so cute. I bet these two help with, like, they either become the authority or they become the rebellion against the authority. But they're very organized, and Mars has a very strong personality, you know? As Vice President of Fun Ideas, it's your job to come up with something for the club to do today. You choose making friendship bracelets, and you brought all the supplies you'll need. That sounds so awesome. Judgment is first, and Lost Judgment is the sequel. Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard great things about the rest of the Yakuza stuff. Oh, speaking of which, Alex made a poll yesterday and put it in chat of what we should play next. I beat Batman on Thursday, so I want y'all to vote for what we play next. Although, there's also Stray. So Stray's not on the poll, but the poll is either Yakuza or Batman. Should we play Stray in between? And then play Yakuza or what have you? Not sure. Yakuza is your favorite game series, The Lost Judgment. You love them, yeah. It's made by the same folks, right? Stray is relatively short. Could be a good thing to do. Alright, so we'll do Stray, but what should come after Stray? Yakuza or Batman? Today, Mars announces, we're gonna make friendship bracelets, and I have an even better idea. We're gonna sell them to people for kudos. That's not really how kudos are supposed to be used, but Mars is hard to argue with sometimes. The three of you spend the afternoon braiding bracelets out of recycled bits of wire and bright plastic packing straps. Your hearts really aren't in it, though. All three of you know that Tammy would have been much better at this than you. Making friendship bracelets was one of her favorite things. She was always giving them to people and didn't expect anything in return. We're gonna go for decades. Is how very is. And then either the Bats or the Yakuzas. Mia says play Stray. She keeps acting like one because you gave her a box. Oh, she's sitting in the box now. It's eventually Mars who calls the meeting early. She takes all your misshapen bracelets and looks at them dubiously. I don't know if people will want to trade their kudos for these, but I'll do my best. I'll put the kudos in the club treasury. Meeting adjourned. You ask Tangent if she thinks Mars is actually going to sell them. I think so, she tells you. The club doesn't even have a treasury. She'll probably just keep the kudos to herself. She doesn't seem to care. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, the goal is 13. So we can do 0 and another red. Another red. A 1 to match this one. Oh, we did it. I don't have to play Mars's Ambition, which would reduce my kudos. I'll just take this. I worked well this month, so we got organizing points. Hey, alright, we're doing it. You love Stray? I think I will play that. So this Thursday, then, I'll play Stray. And I think I'm gonna get Ooblets and try that out, maybe next Friday? Possibly? You installed the Garfield mod for Stray after you beat it and it broke the cat's model and animations. Well, there you have it. I saw somebody using... Ooh, not the spooky thing! I saw someone using a Shrek mod where they turned the cat into Shrek. You have a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls. Unfathomably large, every part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" as your voice is drowned out by the deafening rumble of the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water. It's pouring from the clouds. You guess this must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. Oh, very nice. You sent me a picture on Twitter. That's lovely. I can't wait to see. How is Stella? She's so good, and she got her teeth cleaned earlier this week. Stella's, of course, my Jack Russell Terrier / Beagle mix. She's very bitey, and she does not let me clean her teeth, so we give her teeth cleaning treats, and this is the first time that we've had her teeth cleaned, and hopefully the last time. Just hopefully be able to use the teeth cleaning treats for that. But she was very good, very well behaved, and she only tried to bite the vet once when he was trying to show us her teeth, and I was like, that won't be necessary. I don't need to see the dog's teeth. I'm sure you did a great job. He's like, no, it's fine. And I was like, this dog, you need to sedate this dog if you want to look at her mouth. He said, I think it'll be okay. And he lifted up her gums, and then the second he released her mouth, he got maybe this far away, and Stella started like, and I was right underneath her, so I was like, stop that biting. Dogs that can have their teeth cleaned on the regular do have a longer life expectancy, exactly, and they don't also get like tooth decay and teeth falling out and stuff like that. I really wish I could clean her teeth, but Stella is exceptionally antisocial. It does not like me touching parts of her body or whatever. So I just respect that dog's space. I don't do things, and I don't touch her mouth, which I told the vet not to do several times, but he did. But thankfully, I stopped her from taking a finger off, and he was like, "Ooh." So, but in the meantime, he said what you can do is feed her these teeth cleaning things or these teeth cleaning things in the house. Aries really enjoys getting his brushed. Nothing beats those mint treats. I wish to like the minty ones. She's good with the pedigree ones, but she doesn't like the mint smell. There's a bright flash outside and a crack and a rumble. Thunder. It must be a thunderstorm. She's a terrier. She is small and deadly indeed. She is very. You love how there was this thing going on when Stray first came out where people were modding their own cat into the game. And I think also a rescue facility modded a bunch of adoptable cats into the game too. That was very cute. It's still the early hours of the morning. You've already forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then with the great peals of thunder like footsteps of an angry beast. How is this game? It's really good so far. It's fascinating. I hope that we're able to be good at least at one thing by break time. That might be organizing or something. But my poor Solana, she needs some work. It's pretty good though, and I really enjoyed the gift that Finji had sent me as well. These are the treats. Yummy combs? Interesting, okay. There's dental treats. I'll talk to the vet about them. He said he approved like 2 of them for Stella, but he wasn't sure about anything else. He was like, she's got a little flattening of her front canines, so he was worried that she's chewing something that's flattening her teeth, something that's too hard, so we have to find out what that is. I should hide under the covers. I'm gonna run outside and play. And this gives me some rebellion and less stress. It's surprisingly warm outside, and the water feels nice hitting your head. Everything smells fresh and damp and wonderful, and the dusty packed ground is turned into squelchy mud between your toes. You don't go too far from the door to your quarters. It's exciting to be outside in the dark. I'm watching the dramatic streaks of lightning arc down to the hills behind the colony. Dang, has there already been 3 anime hours a day? I don't think so. I don't think anyone's redeemed anime hour, Renshaka. Do you want to talk about some anime right now? You think the ones you get Aries are Nylabone? We had gotten Stella a Nylabone before, but it was a little too hard for her. You want to cuddle Stella? But Mia would beat her up, yeah. Sorry. And I don't think Stella would do very well. I think Stella would want that bite. Watch out. It says out of stock. Okay, hold on. Does it say out of stock? I'm gonna beat Mia now. It's out of stock. What? I don't... Maybe somebody at the start of the day just blasted a bunch of anime hours. Like at midnight? Did people redeem anime hour during the workout stream? Anyway, you get a free anime hour right now. But somebody might have done it offline. It was out of stock the other day too. Something might be wacky with the Twitch permissions. I'll have to look into it. But yeah, you got free anime hour. Absolutely. Up until 7 p.m. That's 15 minutes. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't remember anyone redeeming anime hour 2. I'm usually good about redemptions. So. Crunchyroll is shaking. Well, it's just because I want to trickle down some of the benefits of September to you all. I don't see anybody having anything to talk about. Huh. Well, then it's a good time for us to study. I'm no longer popular. Heck. Alright, that's fine. I need to increase my biology, my reasoning, my sneezing. Do you think this robot's ever going to be evil? Congruence, the onboard AI. Think anything's gonna ever happen to Congruence? She'll take over and lock us in or something. You trying to get Mia a little kitty sibling? So you had to, oh, you had to like rehome them to a good friend. I'm sorry that Mia was very territorial. It happens like that sometimes. You've been watching a lot of anime? What have you been watching, Pastel Witch? And thank you for the blessings, everybody. I would like more reasoning. This week in biology classes, you're studying sugar bugs. This native species look like purple marshmallows about the size of your fist, puffy and squishy and cute. They don't move much, but if you tickle them, they exude an edible syrup from a hole at the top of their bodies. And now you're going to dissect one. Refuse to do it on ethical grounds. So I write an essay instead. Or dissect that cute little sugar bug. Oh my god, Pastel Witch, that is terrifying. I mean, Renchaka, that is terrifying. Thank you, Alice, for reminding me to drink something. In the land of Ladale, and By the Grace of Gods are pretty good anime from what you've seen so far. Okay. You liked By the Grace of Gods. Okay. I think we should dissect this little sugar bug. You're given a, thankfully, already deceased sugar bug to work on. The moment your scalpel slices it open, a horrid smell assaults you, sweet like rotting fruit. Yeah. You see Tang trying not to gag, too. Dissection or defiance? Let's do it. Alrighty. Need a 27. I wonder how much I get if I do all zeros. I think we should skip the zeros, though. Well, let's see how much we get with the zeros. You get a 5. Hopefully we'll get better cards this time. Okay. How about a 1? Oh, no, let's just do all 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 12. We only have 10 left. Mia still sleeps with her little butt against your face. Well, there you go. At least she's being a cutie patootie. That is terrifying, Renchaka. Horrifying. Well, we only need a 10, so... Is this a... I don't think this is a social challenge. I think this is a reasoning challenge. Yeah. So we'll do, how about a 1, a 2, a 5. But we can super win. What is this little... Super cool. +1 to biology, baby. I might scoot these over. Put this extra fingies in here just in case. I mean, it's like super duper one. Here we go. I am victorious. Parallel World Pharmacy is another good anime. You don't think it has any harem stuff considering the age of the protagonist, but that's just from what you've seen. Oh, I should hope so. So you've been watching a lot of slice of life stuff and or gay stuff, like Laid Back Camp. I've heard good things about Laid Back Camp. Natsume Yuri on Ice, A Place Further Than the Universe, Isekai Iyazaka, and light stuff or hyper-specific stuff. That smells lovely. What I would like is, I I gotta watch Era and Ice. I gotta watch Laid Back Camp. Everyone says good things about it. And I want another season of Bookseller Honda-san, which is about a skeleton that works in a manga shop that sells like books and stuff. It's cool. You carefully section your sugar bug into 6 discrete organs. You take a photo with your hollow palm and carefully fill in the label for all the parts. That's pretty good, Tang says, peeking at your work. These things are slipperier than I was expecting. Parts of mine are still moving. Great job, class. Now we're going to leave them overnight, says Professor Hal. The next morning, your class is in for a surprise. All the sugar bugs are alive again, and there's more of them. Your teacher explains that their DNA is so malleable that almost any part of a sugar bug can turn into any other part if it needs to. The resulting sugar bugs are smaller, but will eventually grow into full-size ones. Retumnant biology is weird. How about that? We were a little stressed out by that, but... oh, we should probably take a rest day, huh? We're not, like, fully there yet for stats. But it looks like I can talk to Tang. We're in the late wet now. Tangent is watching a construction crew build scaffolding for a new engineering pavilion. They're using mush wood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole and stack it into place. My accent is relaxing. I'm glad to hear that. My boring American accent. I'm glad that it relaxes you. Oh! So Game by Pharaoh, you're not being fussy, but what happened to Farming Friday? I wanted to do this special stream since Finji sent me something. So I guess it's Finji Friday. But I believe Farming Friday will continue next week as I try Ooblets, which is a bunch of little creatures that I think you farm out of the ground. I don't know much about it, but I wanted to try something a little different since we were getting pretty far in Stardew Valley. Mushishi's an interesting anime from a while ago. It's slower also, if you remember correctly, but it's interesting and delves into some interesting topics. I think somebody recommended Mushishi before. She points towards the people working on the construction site. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing biology classes. The books say it's what sets us apart from animals. Like we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes, and if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. And if I had any understanding of biology, I'd say, and we can sweat. Maybe these animals have neat adaptations. Tangent rolls her eyes at you. Maybe, but even if they can, I can't see any sign of intelligent life here. It's just those big, dumb xenofauna. Yeah, animals are dumb. Humans rule, xenos drool. Literally. If there's any intelligent life here, why don't we see any cities being landed? Checkmate, aliens. Together you watch as the foreman puts... I mean, she's gonna be eaten first by the big monster, right? She's like, ugh, xenofauna sucks. Together you watch as the foreman puts the blueprints for the scaffolding on top of a floating... oh, onto the floating screen of her hollow palm and raises it to the scaffolding to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, says Tang primly. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. She's like so anti-aliens, it's wild. She puts one finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology. All of us are really with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step of humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic superspecies. I have never heard a 10-year-old talk like that. That's wild, Tang. Mushishi might be the kind of thing what you're looking for. There you go, Renshaka. You saw a movie that hit you in the feels in a good way? Josie, the Tiger and the Fish. I saw some of the images from that. Yes, it's about a wheelchair user, right? As a disabled person, you really enjoyed it. That's wonderful. Did you like the story of it? Does it have a happy ending? I hope it does. I hope it's not too sad. Hey, our dad wants to talk. Your dad is looking a little... Oh, you're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is something that's too much work. Maybe some R&R over at the lounge would help recharge those cells. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug, Papa. Hey, that helped! Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, Tiger Butter. After a long hug, you do feel better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Oh. We're still looking kind of stressed, though. You were worried for the first 30 minutes that would just be inspiration porn, but you like how they handle it, and it was cheesy good at the end, which is very refreshing. That's good to hear. It's not just like, this person in a wheelchair overcame difficulties. That's all. You know, it's not like... Sometimes those, like, purely just like, oh, this is inspirational for people kind of things don't have much of a story that actually tells something about the human characters. It just paints them as disabled stereotypes. So, I'm glad it was handled well. Laid Back Camp has a protagonist named Rin. Well, there you go, Rin Chakra. That seems pretty appropriate. I still think that even though we got that good hug from our dad, we should relax in the lounge the rest of the month. You organize a raid on the kitchen pantry for snacks. They want to be free! You must liberate them. I don't want to forget any of these memories. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming around on the horizon. There's 2 suns in this solar system, so... One morning you wake up in the darkness and have to check your holopomp to know what time it is. You see a holo stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals. If you can even call it morning. They've named it glow season because, like, everything is crazy going out there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of even going out if you can't see anything? It's gonna be a long, boring month. Yeah, hello, dull. Or it looks cool out there. I think it looks cool out there. You peek outside the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it, like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls, and gurgling roars. You can't speak on how a wheelchair user would feel about watching the movie as you don't use one. You're just speaking just from a disabled point of view. Yeah, but at least it's nothing. It's something that's like seems egregiously out there, right, Pastel Witch? You'll say my roommate is a cat is simultaneously the most adorable and at times the saddest anime. Oh no, the saddest. I don't know if I can handle that. I feel like it's a bad idea to settle a planet that close to the black hole. And yet, this is how we got here, this black hole. I'm not sure if we got here on purpose. Oh, no, we did. Vertumnia is where we were supposed to land. Yeah. After Mars's message is a notice from the council warning everyone to stay safe inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called... Oh, we still call them Tammy's dad instead of their name. I guess as a child, that's how we know this adult. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back, and the gates are closed for the month. There's a tension in the air, as if everyone is waiting for something. It's the late wet season. Oh, now we're in the glow. Okay, interesting. Whoa, this is really cool. So, Lana, what are you doing out of our quarters? It isn't safe out here. But I'm going to school. She nods with guiding approval. Fair enough. Just stay close to the stratosphere. Got it? You don't know what's out there this time of year. As you walk away and are just out of earshot, you hear her mumble, "Stars, it is beautiful, though." Just going to school, Mom. Don't worry about me. Hey, what are you doing out here, Anemone? Anemone is running around the sports ball court. Oh, she's just doing sports ball stuff. Hello, Flynn. Good to see you. We're playing I Was A Teenage Exocolonist. This game looks cute as butts. I know. Look at how the world is transformed. Everything is glowing. I have half a mind to go to that door. Okay, it's closed. I was worried about this kid. He's always wandering off places, but he doesn't seem to have left the perimeters. Everyone else is inside, so I guess I will go to school. Boring. but we need better reasoning and stuff. So what will get me organizing? Nothing. I do think I need more reasoning. And biology? I seem to be doing good on biology too. That's right, you were at a concert. How did that go? Does this game end up having combat later? It seems like it's going to turn into a JRPG for some reason. I think it's going to have card battles later. We keep getting cards and stuff. And we do... Oops, there goes my character traits. We get, like, cards for certain tasks. And certain memories that we acquire, like when we dissected a sugar bug. Or when we did a cool magic show trick. We played sports ball with our friend that one time. We get cards for that. I don't know if we're going to use them in combat, though. I think we might. We'll have to see. Let's get to work. Studying life sciences. It was a great show. It was super fun. That's good to hear. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, we gotta use this talent show competition. Alright, let's do... Well, we drew an extra card, right? 1, 1... Oh, hold on. 1, 1, 1. I think the 5 will crush it, yeah. But... Can I put these blues together? Here we go. Bada bing, baby. We haven't hit the super goal, though. I would like to do that for this. Hey, right. Is that the super goal? Woo! Alrighty. And Alex, you're off work now. Time for a break. Have you gotten any food? Late camp has a lot of food stuff in it, does it? Late back camp sounds so good. I should... Does that feel like a good fall, winter kind of thing? You got your assignment done and submitted this afternoon, which took a weight off. Excellent. Do you have any more of that to do? Hey, I got the best score! Yeah! Alright. Finally! 3 at 3 stars. It's daytime when the emergency siren starts up. Well, what passes for day. It's nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look towards the gates. They're open! Wait, they shouldn't be open. Don't be the big monster. Don't be the big monster. I don't want to see the big monster. I'm stressed the hell out now. An alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you used for hull breaches and fires. In space, it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. On Vertumna, it means to go to an assembly point and wait for instructions. Please don't be a monster. Oh no. There is gunfire? Okay. My bravery is not good enough? Shoot. The closest assembly point is the children's creche, but from the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire. Is the colony under attack? You find Dis in the creche, and you join him in hiding under the arts and crafts table. The lights are dim. You scared? Of course I'm scared. Dis shrugs. I thought I'd be, but I'm not. I'm not scared of stuff like this. This kid's getting eaten. You can't help but glance at the holoprojector on the wall, the one that electrocuted your classmate Tammy this year. The glowing bear looms over the room, and for a few moments looks more like a monster than a toy. It's that big old bear right over here. You grew up here. It feels weird hiding here like you're little kids again. You hear more gunfire and yelling, but within half an hour they play the all clear tone. Chief Surveyor Tonin comes in to let you know that it's all safe now as the lights come back on. You glance at the hologram teddy bear again. Uncle Tonin was Tammy's dad. How can he be sure it's safe? How can he be sure anything is safe? You're relieved when your parents arrive with an ashen-faced Cal. They won't talk about what happened at Geoponics. Ashen-faced? After 2 weeks of darkness, with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others are species no one had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least no one was killed. This time. Ashen-faced Cal sounds like a FromSoft NPC, yeah. For sure. Childhood is fleeting. This game will end when you reach age 20. We're like 11 now. So you should focus on a few skills and improve and friends to spend time with. Use the skills and friends button at the top left to keep track of them. Good luck. So that was a whole year, huh? Oh, I bet our mom punched the heck of it. She didn't even need to, like, shoot the alien. But she punched the heck out of them. Do y'all remember those burger gummy candies? They should make one out of Burgie. They should. I used to love those as a kid. My dad would get them for me all the time. There was just something so satisfying about eating a tiny little burger. It was made out of sweet stuff. Oh, your solution didn't work, Astro? Dang. Well, I think we did pretty good. We got a lot of kudos. We're a upstanding kiddo. Here's all the cards we earned. We hid. Spooky. I think, yeah, there was a little pizza. And also, the last time I went to Cracker Barrel. When I went to Cracker Barrel, they had a gummy sushi set that was so cute. These little gummy sushis. Just like the pizza and the burger. I want to check in on our crystal tree. Give me 1 second. I'm going to waddle over there and grab it. You seen those as well? Have you eaten one? I want to try it. Alright. Dude, it is crystallizing. Y'all gotta see this cool tree. So, in the span of 3 hours, one of the things given to me by Finji has grown quite a bit of crystals on it. This is terrifying. I feel like I'm gonna grow crystals in my lungs now. Maybe I'll tilt it down and show y'all. Like so. Ta-da! Look at this little crystal tree! This came from Finji. Yes, they sent me a cute little care package. It had this little standee in it. It's got Solana, a little jump mouse, mushroom stuff. Sent me a little pin of some sort of little cutie. A cute little baby. A little silly mushroom baby. Oh, there you go. And a bunch of stickers and a physical version of this card game. The same card game we've been playing in-game. There's a physical version. Look at this. Sharp shooting. Whoa. Shooting guns. Smells worse inside. Up to your armpits in mud. See if there's anything that might show us how things go. Wait a minute. Coloring the world reminds me of another Finji game, Chicory. The card to the right becomes wild. That's interesting. That's very cute. Yeah, there's a little physical card game version of this game. Telling a violent tale. Ooh. So that was part of the gifts that they sent. Isn't